You already know what it is in 3. If you can hear the sound of my voice, you are listening to His, Hers, and Ours, a real-life couple having real-life conversation with real-life friends. I am your co-host, the one-man army, Solomon Davis, along with
Shannon Royal Davis, the culture queen.
We missed you all last week. Some things happened in life that we needed to take care of, but we are back. We're in full effect on this cloudy, overcast, partly rainy Saturday afternoon in Tampa, Florida.
Okay, you the weatherman now?
I'm all things.
Wow.
I'm all things. Everything.
Okay.
So,
it was cold.
joining us as always, team captain of Team Solomon, Reginald Gray.
Yep.
He old today too.
Happy birthday to Team
Low T old today.
Low
T.
Captain.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Low
Happy
T.
birthday, Reggie.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I don't know what number it is. I lost track. After 3 years ago, I lost track.
Okay.
We got the Church Sinatra,
We
Rob
got
Thomas.
medication for that too.
Absolutely. What's going on?
Nothing much. And we are in the house that Serge and Alfie built, Flow Ohio Studios, joined by Alfie Santana. Behind the ones and twos, the Surgeon General.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh my God, Alfie with the high. He with the mess. Let's go.
So
Left flavor. Bye.
Apple.
episode 33, I was going to highlight Serge and call it the Scottie Pippen episode.
Scotty.
Yeah.
But it's the Larry Bird episode, so
Oh wow.
Wow.
The
That
Larry
was
Bird
really-
episode.
Yeah. Okay. So it's 30 the Steph Curry?
30 was the Steph Curry.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
But as you can see, the tone
That's
in the
Alfie.
room is a little bit solemn today.
Oh Lord, not for me. I'm gonna need y'all to cut it out.
I want
Is
to
there such thing as guy groupies?
It's
like
hard.
y'all are groupies
Yeah.
at the
Hold
time.
on.
time
I
groupies.
just want to tell a little story.
Go ahead. Talk to me.
We hold on. We're gonna tell a little story. Right as I was becoming a young adult, available to pay for my own stuff, get out of my daddy's house and what have you, able to go to a couple Tampa Bay Buccaneer games.
And you was sitting
Yeah.
on them hard bleachers then.
Nah, it was Raymond James.
Nah,
it was
it was
called
because
Hula
you
Hands
old.
back then.
Hula
Oh.
hand, yeah.
And
Nasty ass wings.
just hoping that one day I would have a winning team in Tampa. Not just football, but hockey, baseball.
Yeah.
And then the Glazers turned around
Mm-hmm.
and they brought in a
Absolutely.
Messiah.
It's
Yeah.
still go Bucks.
They brought in Tony Dungy.
Yeah.
Their third choice.
Yeah.
Regardless of what it was they
Let's
brought
be
him
real.
in.
Okay, so
Hold on, let me finish
go
my
ahead.
story.
Finish your
sorry.
story because I'm
Talk
gonna
to
get y'all all
him.
together.
We
Go
preaching
ahead.
now. You preaching.
They brought in Tony Dungy. And this man
he's a
led
real
us hey, getting biblical here.
Yeah.
Like the children of Israel.
Uh-huh.
He said, "Let my people go."
Yeah, let them go.
Is that a race?
And we went to the playoffs.
Yeah, we did. Talk to him.
But we sold our soul to the devil.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
Can we get this
we
story
sold
out?
our soul to the devil for
First of all,
one
Shannon,
season.
hold on a second.
God,
It,
dog.
it's building. It's
Stop
building.
talking. Hold on a second.
Yeah, he put me to sleep.
See, she was the unruly one in church.
Yeah,
She ain't
yeah,
lying.
yeah.
They like to sit there and listen to the pastor.
Mom's got a pincher. Real quick.
Exactly.
lying.
Give her a peppermint or
Stop
something.
it.
King Solomon, continue, please.
Go ahead, Saul.
We sold our soul to the devil
Uh-huh.
for a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brought in John Gruden after firing the Messiah, Tony
Yeah.
Dungy. And after selling our souls, Satan said, "Y'all will not see the playoffs for a long time."
20 years.
Solomon, can we speed this story up?
Hold
please?
on.
Like for real.
Hold on.
My
And then-
ADHD kicking in. I don't have
The
time for
last
Is it
game,
It's adult
She must have gone to the club last
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, she was out last
She
night.
out last night. She
I was.
she listened to
feeling
what
herself.
what you saying.
It's not
hold on.
that. He just
She
taking
feeling herself. I
forever.
let her have one Friday night at the house.
You
and I
let me? Boy, you better go on with that foolishness. You better go on. On this good Black History Month, with the
and
first
on this
Saturday
day
of
in
good
Black
Black
History.
History, the day he
Book of
said-
Solomon. Continue, please.
And so
Yeah.
the last day of the 2019 season,
Yeah.
I went to a Buccaneer game with a good friend of mine, and he's like, "I got a good feeling about this." I said, "You know what? You got that good feeling, but that dude on the field right now is good for 2 more interceptions."
Yeah. That's true.
And he threw one that ended the game.
Yeah.
And his career.
That was the Cardinals game.
No, that was a Falcon game.
Falcon. Yeah, yeah. Oh
You knew
my
it was a
God.
bird.
It was a bird.
A
Yeah.
walk-off pick six to
A
end his
walk-off pick
career.
six
Yes.
to end his career with
Yes.
the statement,
Yes.
other than the turnovers, I'm balling.
30.
Yeah.
Solomon,
30
can we
for 30.
get through
Yeah.
this?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I get home and I prayed, Lord Jesus, we've suffered enough.
You better be praying for some other stuff other than Lord Jesus about some bucks. Boy, go ahead and
We've
get through this
suffered
story.
enough. Please, Lord, deliver us from the sins. We apologize. We repent.
Yes.
See, he can't even get it
Yeah,
together.
he-
Okay.
He said,
Please.
reprint. We reprint. Yeah.
Please
We reprinted it.
spit on the ground and turn it into clay
That's right.
and allow us to see again.
There you go. Oh, he
Come here,
coming
Shannon.
around the mountain now.
Oh, put it on your cat. Your
He
cat
coming around the mountain now.
And allow us to see again.
Bring it
Yeah.
home.
And on March 20th,
He got the date.
2020,
Yeah, yeah.
He said the date.
Yeah, he did.
that man said, Solomon,
Solomon.
I want to be your quarterback.
I
Your
want to be your
quarterback.
quarterback.
My friend said the Lord is not pleased with this.
What?
Go ahead and preach, Saul.
And he delivered to us within 365 days something that no other team has ever seen.
What's that?
What's that?
A Super Bowl in their home stadium.
Absolute.
And
Bars.
what else? We were the host.
Oh, the mic could
We the
drop.
home team.
He parted the
Yeah.
NFL like the Red
Solomon,
Sea.
get to your
Yeah.
point. Come on now.
See, she the unruly member.
Exactly.
No, because I don't want to
Yeah.
hear this.
And she don't understand. She don't
We've been
understand.
listening to this all week.
She don't understand how
oh
this
my
was like.
goodness.
What did they call it when God sent His child back? He was a
Solomon, if you
sacrificial
don't stop
lamb,
playing
right?
with
Yeah.
the Lord right
We
now.
didn't have a sacrificial lamb. We had
No,
a
we had
sacrificial
couple
goat.
Yeah, we did. See, you talking today. A goat.
All y'all gonna be
Billy.
sitting next to him.
He brought His disciples with Him.
Yeah, he did.
My mama is watching this.
And he
Mom,
had
you
one
see
Judas.
He had one Judas
He had one Judas.
that betrayed Him.
Yeah.
3 times. 3 times.
Who
She said his
betrayed
name 3 times.
Antonio
Antonio
Brown.
Brown. Yes, sir. But saw him preaching today, but he preaching it.
Antonio Brown.
Y'all, man, look.
His name was
y'all
AB.
going to his
Well,
church.
yes, I'm going. I'm
Your
the first
offering's
member.
gonna be slim.
I'm the
Just
first member.
understand that your offering is slim, buddy.
And
Stay on your print job.
And listen.
Stay on your GM job.
No.
We just came
What up,
here.
Virginia?
We just came here today to give thanks.
Yes.
I ain't come here to get no
For
thanks.
all the
I ain't
glory.
doing that. You better cut it out and let's go.
Come on, Shannon.
I ain't come to get up. Let's get into this.
Come on, Shannon.
All right.
So
all right.
I know you want to. Do you want to open up the show so y'all can get past all this and have y'all therapy session?
No,
about
listen,
time?
this is the opening of the show.
I don't want to hear that. I agree. For 2 years,
This was the
I was
greatest.
allowed to feel like a kid at Christmas,
You don't
going
think he
into
cute,
every
though? You don't
game.
think he cute, though? Tom Brady.
Ooh,
You don't think he cute, though?
man, Tom Brady look like Tom Brady.
Yeah,
That's
he
what
does.
they say about ugly kids. You know, he look like a baby. He look like a baby. But
You
no,
know
I
Tom
just,
Brady look
I'll
good.
be honest. This is the first time in since we've had our tickets. Like we had the tickets 6 years now, 7 years.
A little bit longer.
Well,
was
whatever.
exciting.
No, we ain't talking about. We not rolling over your time like you coming in, like you came back to work somewhere. This is not a job. This is a new wife. This is new season tickets. We done had them for 6 years now, 6 or 7 years. So anyway, this is the first time since we've had our tickets in 2 years to sit at every single game and feel like you got a chance to win every single game. I wouldn't even when I knew we probably would go in the games and I knew like last week when we were talking about the Rams or the week before when we were talking about the Rams, and I said this is the first time that I was concerned. That was the first time that we've felt like, dang, we may not have all the pieces together. That was the only
To
time.
go with what you're saying, my roommate came home. He got home from the stadium in the third quarter.
Yeah.
He got home in the third quarter. We're sitting there. He goes, "Man, we lost, bro. Have you seen the score?"
He didn't watch it. He wasn't there. He left. He was like the other
Listen.
people who left.
I'm going to tell you what I started doing.
But we stayed there the whole time, and I'm not mad for staying.
I work in promo. I can say this now since we off. And
You better be quiet just in case they bring you back at night.
Hey, if y'all looked on Instagram, my pictures pretty much says where my head is, pretty much as far as it goes.
During the game?
No, after everything's
After, okay.
over. I started giving all my stuff away. Thank you for coming. Consolation prize. What do you want? You want a shirt? Here you go.
That's how you was doing down there? Nigga?
Yeah, here you go. You want whatever
Third
we
quarter,
got.
That's what you was doing?
The second quarter.
Ah!
Wow.
I was
Wow. He said
I was like, this shit is over. I have to say it like that.
no.
This is it. Like Michael Jackson, this is it. That's where I was.
Just feel me.
And man,
He said second quarter.
after that, we're supposed to go up in the 300s and hang with the lowly people.
Yeah.
We never made it.
Right.
We
Y'all
was
had
in the
plenty
200.
time.
We
Y'all
had plenty of time. We never made it.
Oh my goodness.
My whole team stayed on 200.
Oh wow. Because it was tight.
And the life
That he gave.
that he gave us. But then,
He took it away.
no.
Know what it was? He
Todd
took it
Bowles.
Todd Bowles take it away. Two Judases.
Yeah, two.
Wow.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
did two
yeah.
Judases.
Not one, but two. It was,
Stop.
who the hell?
No. So
Things are all out.
Judas Bowls.
I'm gonna tell y'all with the price of them tickets, like every year since Tom Brady, I ain't never seen them ticket prices jump as
they
high.
was high, bro.
They was acting like they was on a high jump at the Olympics.
Listen,
Okay,
Tom
so
changed
we
everything.
sat there and we were like, look, even the people who sit behind us, because they were up with us and we were higher up in the rows in our section. And they were like, y'all, we just got to sit here and feel like we at least spent our money, got our playoff money worth,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we sat there through the whole game. And all of a sudden, we had caught up. I was
why he
like,
ain't give me nothing. I ain't see you.
So real quick,
he
because
said.
Shannon don't want to
Who's
get on,
Eugene?
stay on this little topic. She want to go on and continue the show real quick, since we all diehard Buck fans in here. Reg, what's your favorite memory over the last 2 years?
yeah.
Dude, it's one experience. Because even the first game where certain people, the Saints game, where certain people were just enjoying it, I felt a different change. I felt a different essence. And showing my age, birthday's today, I remember the Doug Williams era. You were too young for it.
So how old was you when Doug Williams was here?
Oh,
Wow, really? No. I tell everyone the same thing. My most clear Buck memories of all the stats I know and enjoying it, 1981, I was 12.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
now y'all can do the math. Tell me how old is he?
I was 12. Oh. And 79, I was 19 years old. I was there, but
I was just born.
79, you was.
But go ahead.
I was enjoying it, but
Man,
not
I ain't-
following the foot. I was, you get home, hey, the Bucks won. Hey, whatever. In 81, I'm 11, 12 years old, and I'm watching it. And with Doug, you felt hope. You're like,
Right.
hope. And then came the Dungy era. And you like, okay,
You
wait,
heard my
Super
friend
Bowl
say she
is
gonna hold
possible.
you to that.
Yeah,
I enjoyed the Gruden 1 year era. People hate, but I enjoy his 1 year era. This, yeah, but I
It wasn't really his team. It's kind of like people who in Dallas celebrating them trophies after Jimmy Johnson left, and he really was the one who orchestrated
New
that.
York City.
So,
It was snowing when the Bucks
yeah.
won the Super Bowl.
yeah.
We can debate the whole Gruden Dungy thing if you want to, but that's the point
Yeah.
of this whole thing. But this felt like, this 2 years felt like he had been a Buck forever, bro.
Yeah.
I don't
he
know
broke
why.
every record.
Huh?
He broke almost every
I wanted
record.
one more year because he'd be our all-time quarterback if he came back one more year.
Yeah.
And
yeah, he'll take that from.
but the thing, it's kind of like Crockett and Tubbs and Starsky and Hutch. Him and Gronk. People are downplaying Gronk, bro.
Yeah, I think he's
Gronk brought
gonna
an
go there,
energy
too.
here and some fun here, and he felt like they had been Bucks for years.
We got
For
the
years.
best versions of them. I keep telling people, like, people in, they may have gotten the championships up in
Yeah.
England, but we got the best
got who they
version
were.
We got the
of
Bill
Tom
Lukes.
Brady. Yeah, we
We got
got
who
the
they
best
were.
version
We got
of them.
Tampa Tom on
Yeah.
the beach doing some
Yeah.
Tampa,
Yeah.
Ybor City-ish.
Yeah.
Do you think that was shade that he didn't mention New England?
He,
Not
did,
at-
he did afterwards.
Afterwards.
But keep in mind,
He had already done,
He had already
that
done it
when
already.
he left.
so this
why
was
he
to the
gotta
Buck.
keep
This was
giving
to the
them-
Buck people.
Yeah.
This is for the Buck. Wasn't no. That's a non-story. That was his thing.
And
was
I think people were making a big deal out of it for no reason. He
And
had already done
and he
that.
went back and hey, by the way,
Yeah.
I forgot about y'all or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
So is he gonna go back to New England for one day?
Probably.
Yeah, that
Yeah, probably.
I don't see.
I mean, he still was going to go in whether he did it here or not. He was going in the Hall of Fame as a Patriot anyway.
Yeah,
he
right.
had more years there.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, but you asked me a question. So my best memories, the whole thing.
Rob,
So many.
Can we narrow it down?
Nah, I'm only gonna narrow it down to one. Beating the Saints when it counted.
that's a big one. That's a big one.
When nobody in the stadium but whooping that ass, give me my cash.
Yeah.
When ain't nobody there, and we can't do it no other time. But he did it when it counted,
Yeah.
and sent Drew Brees home.
He got that.
Like I got his ass.
Okay, and before anybody say anything, Tom didn't have a great game,
No.
but he didn't throw the game away.
No.
and
Right.
people gotta appreciate that. The defense, because Brees playing bad,
Right.
the defense did what they got to do. The ball goes back in the quarterback hand.
Right.
Did he throw the ball away? Did,
No.
did he mess the game up?
No.
No. He was smart. Like,
No.
I do what I do. Don't mess us up. We got this game.
Right.
So I want to throw it out there for people that's going to talk.
Shannon?
Just the whole, like I said, for the last 2 years, that's all I can sum up
whole
everything.
experience.
The whole experience of him being here and the feeling of I can beat you anytime, anyway. Like, I don't care. Even if we lose, it was like, so what? We gonna beat y'all when it matter.
Yeah.
That was my attitude and my mantra. Like, I don't care. We gonna beat
So
y'all
when you guys
it
are
count.
alone, was he wearing a Tom Brady mask when y'all intimate? Whose Super Bowl is this?
Absolutely not.
Whose Super Bowl is this?
You saw our counters and stuff. We have all kind of Super Bowl stuff up there. But yeah.
Oh boy!
And I'll say the best part was going to the Super Bowl party.
I'm Tom. You're Giselle. Okay, go.
I have to be Tom because Solomon has resting face like Giselle.
Oh,
Giselle
yeah.
do.
Yeah, true.
That's Solomon.
So for me, my favorite memory,
Him signing.
getting past the Super Bowl because of the COVID year, we didn't go to any of the home games.
Right.
So the Dallas game this season and getting there early and watching the the Thursday night game.
You didn't go to no games last year?
No, because of COVID.
No, it
Yeah,
wasn't
so
no
they
game.
just rolled our money over.
I thought they had let people in.
They
They
did, but we opted not to go.
opted not
Oh,
to buy
okay.
any, like, use any of our
So
tickets.
our first game at home this year against Dallas on Thursday night,
That was
getting there
fun.
early, having the Super Bowl celebration, getting the whole experience of watching him running out before the game, do the let's go, all that with Jay-Z in the background. I mean, that's like a surreal type
wait,
thing, man.
wait. So when he does the whole "Let's Go" thing, are they playing that?
Yeah.
That's Puffy.
No, that's
Dun,
Puffy.
dun,
No,
no,
no.
it's-
Every time he comes out of the tunnel, they play public service announcement.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Gotcha. Okay.
But thank you, Tom. We appreciate the 2 years, the Super Bowl championship, the NFC South Division championship.
Wait.
Hold on a second.
That's Alfie. Alfie said you
Alfie's
wanted to
got
tell
him.
him. Yeah, even though he from Cleveland, but
Whatever.
by way of Cleveland.
Look, I adopted this team
Absolutely.
when I moved here in 2000. So, I half Cleveland, half Tampa.
Absolutely.
But I would say that, the 2002 or 3 when they won the Super Bowl, me and Serge were in New York City at the Hilton Hotel watching it snow outside while everybody's going on Del Mabry screaming. So you fast forward to when they won the Super Bowl last year, and you're like, wow, this is cool. They just won the Super Bowl. But my favorite memory was Tom tossing that trophy over the boat. Because think about it.
Oh, yeah.
Every time he won the Super Bowl and it was snowing or cold or whatever the case was in New
They
England,
riding
that was the
through
first
that
time
boat.
he was in an environment where he didn't have to have no heavy coats on or no galoshes. Or
And he
whatever.
got
He
sauce.
was
And he got
hammered.
sauced. And that's the other part. That was the other part right there. Tossing a trophy and then watching him just stumble off the boat.
Yeah.
Having to be walked to
Yeah.
the car.
And the thing is, no other player could do that without controversy.
Yeah.
Other than him.
But him, they're like, there's Tom. Anybody else would have been like,
If he was in New England, it probably would have been different. Because he wouldn't have came sauce like that. He would have been so
Under the whole
buttoned
Belichick,
up. Yeah,
you know,
he would have been so buttoned up. So to see him so loose, like it was like he adapted to what we've been doing in our culture. That was it.
And he had more of a presence on social media too.
only thing he was
Yeah.
missing was the gold tooth.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh my God, a grill.
He would have got the
He didn't
grill.
get, if he would have did the Fitzpatrick,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you know what
the
I'm saying,
press
with the
conference.
press conference,
Nah,
man.
I did
That was-
like Fitzpatrick.
I like
He
this
was funny.
Fitz.
But yeah.
Serge, you got one?
Alf took it.
You got it?
Throwing the
Okay.
trophy over the thing was just classic.
But the fact that you in Tampa and you celebrating on the boat.
Yeah.
Like you
Oh, that
on
was
the
different.
water.
That was
Like
different.
nobody ain't doing that. You gotta be.
And got me the
there.
funny part is though, until someone told me, I didn't know that was never done before.
No, it wasn't.
Not
I'm
in the
sitting there
NFL.
like,
Not in the
It wasn't done in the
They did it
NFL.
in
The
the
Lightning
NFL.
were the first people to
oh,
do it.
they did it.
Yeah,
Okay,
the Lightning did it first.
all right.
But
Yeah.
they ain't throwing that trophy, bro. You ain't
Oh,
throwing that
Stan,
one.
Lord Stanley
oh,
can't
Stanley.
go nowhere.
Nah, you ain't throwing that. But the fact of the matter is, everybody was wondering, like, okay, well, what if it would have failed? Trust me,
Right.
that wasn't the one.
Oh, I
Gotcha.
found out someone did it. I saw a video. Someone threw it in the same miniature version of it. It floats.
Yeah.
It floats. Now it may go down eventually, but it winds up floating. Now I don't know who the
I
guy
don't
is.
want to see it.
It wouldn't have.
Not that trophy, not the actual.
They had.
There's another one. That wasn't a real one.
That wasn't
Yeah.
that one.
Oh, you don't think so?
Anyway.
No, that wasn't a real one, Barty. They wouldn't put it in that type of danger.
Oh damn.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
when they had
That's
the
the- that's
Lightning
the
get a
ceremonial
dent in
one.
one, so
Yeah.
you know they weren't gonna let nobody else.
And to
Yeah,
say
that
this,
was
Like-
it.
yeah,
That
the
was
Lightning
it. You're
put a
gonna
dent
get
in it.
every replica henceforth. I don't
say
think they're
this-
gonna do that.
not to get racial, that was some white boy shit.
Yeah,
Ain't no
but-
brothers be like, "Hey, Shannon," like, "Boy, hey,
Well,
boy, you
first I
better."
was-
Hold on.
We'll talk about it in a
Perfect
second.
transition. Some white boy shit.
Yeah.
Brian Flores.
Oh,
Wow. So that little
I've been wanting to get in that. I like that.
transition. You saw that?
Brian Flores is suing
Got the hitting?
3 individual franchises, the Miami Dolphins, the New York Giants, and the Denver Broncos, along with the league as a whole,
Yeah.
for racial injustices, improper workplace practices, and hiring equalities, things of that nature. He states that they were misapplying the Rooney Rule, that the New York Giants had already made a selection of who they were hiring before his interview went through. He also stated that his owner, while he was with the Dolphins, offered him $100,000 per loss in
tank
order
it.
to
Lose game.
get a better
Tank it,
draft
yeah.
pick. What do we feel about this?
You think it's bullshit?
About which part?
I mean, any part, pick it apart.
I think let's go Rooney Rule. I think the intent is good.
But the practices are never.
Yeah.
The practices never supported
Yeah,
what
because
the rule was
it's
doing.
it's supposed to be like, you know what? At least give them an interview. But what's happening is I've
That's
got,
all they're doing.
The way you said
I've got somebody in mind. Yeah,
That's how they think.
That's how
they
guarantee.
and
Please keep it.
the way I think it should go is like, hey, you know what? Let me do. It's gonna sound bad the way I'm saying this. Let me get a minority interview first. Get it out the way.
Yeah,
But
But
that's
no,
how it
but
is.
no, but hold on. Get out the way. But in that interview, they may be shocked.
You blow their socks.
Like,
up.
oh, you know
But
what?
why is it that we have to go into an interview and try to make you be shocked? If you're not really interested in me and you really have no intent, you have your mind already set. I think that's what Brian Flores is looking for: full transparency.
So-
you're just going through the motion. Just respect my time. Like my time, I could be doing this with a college coach or something else.
And real quick before I go any further, this is a Jason. I hate this guy. Jason Wilcox said, "Is he going to call the NFL racist, but he married to a white woman? Does that make a difference to you as a
But
black
it's a lot of them like that.
But does that make a
Is-
difference to you as a white?
I didn't know
black
that.
Is
woman?
Hugh Jackson married to a black woman?
No, yeah.
Oh, I
no
just
idea.
want you to just Google it.
No, I have no idea. I have no
I'm
idea.
just saying, but look at a lot of the
So,
black
hold on,
players that are in the
hold on,
NFL
hold on,
have
hold
a
on.
lot of white wives.
I don't
or anything
I
like
mean,
that.
I'm talking about Brian Flores.
It don't make a difference.
I
That's
don't
what y'all
understand.
do. Yeah, that's the norm.
We've never had a question as to is Brian Flores racist. We had the question is if the league is acting in a racist manner.
No.
Him marrying a white woman shows that he's basically doing what he wants done.
I agree
He's giving equal
1,000%.
opportunity.
But
That
does
is
that
true.
affect the public image of him saying they're being racist? Yeah, dude. But
No,
you're-
he just probably has his wife noticed she married a black man, and this is what as a part of the territory.
who is
Understanding
the
that process.
NBA player whom is infamously known for always talking about racism? Charles Barkley,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
married to a white woman.
right.
I don't
Yeah.
know Charles though. But
So I mean that holds no weight because
Okay.
whom you're
Right.
married to. I mean,
I
you're
threw it out
calling a
there.
spade
I
a
threw it out
spade.
there. My bad. Just threw it out there for a second.
That's Hugh Jackson. Like I'm just showing you. So this is the norm of
See, I didn't know
what.
that.
Like I
Dude, I had
look
no
up-
idea. I mean,
No,
seriously,
I
no,
look
didn't
up these coaches.
I
And
didn't-
Solomon will tell you, I'll be sitting in the back like, let me see what his wife look like
No,
because
I mean, call you Solomon.
I know
Solomon's wife.
Yeah,
Solomon's wife.
Whatever.
Now you are aware. I always say this all the time. Majority of successful black men.
Go that way.
Go and get one.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Why they don't?
Majority marry black women. Majority.
they?
But what happens is the ones we see on TV are with the white girls.
Oh, okay.
But majority of successful, like 70,
I
80,
need to-
90%.
I need to see this,
Yeah, yeah, because you're being skewed by the media representation of it.
And that's the version that a lot
Yeah,
of us get.
I agree.
You
I
don't
agree.
get to see that. Like you see the media version of bad dads, but you
Yeah.
don't get to see the ones that are actually good. So
Yeah,
I get
like
it.
me.
I do.
Yeah.
So I get it. But I'm just saying, like,
that's
so,
a future show. That's a future
Yeah,
show.
we can talk
But
about that later.
but as far as your boy, I get what he's saying as far as the opportunity of him being a black coach. I personally think it's something being comfortable. So you're an owner, and
Of course.
I'm going with the slave analogy. People hate this shit, but it's true. And trust me, I study slavery, and I study the South. What it is, you've got your field hands, the players. You got your overseers. The overseers are the Irish people, or the one black guy that you're like, hey, for Django, you was Samuel
Samuel
Jackson.
Jackson.
Send me
The
that.
one's like, you one of us, have a drink. You one of us now. What's Solomon doing over there? He ain't come for that buck. He want that good, like that whole thing,
Right.
and go back talk to your boy.
Right.
I think they see it as who can I have drinks with on the weekend. They may both be qualified, but in the end,
Who's gonna do what I want them to
Who's
do?
gonna- Yeah.
who's Black Lives Matter and who's All Lives Matter,
Okay.
and
Flores is Black Lives Matter.
Who's willing to bend the knee?
Well,
good.
Flores,
Yeah,
and I think that probably was one of the things that they kind of looked at. You know, they did the Dolphins did a whole video, like they were like how the Miami Heat came out when they first did "I Can't Breathe" and all. They did a whole video. They were the first team that fully had everybody's pretty much majority of the team participated in the videos. So that was different from
and,
that.
and I agree with you wholeheartedly on that. But I got to ask Serge and Alfie. I feel a certain way about Brian Flores. I support what he does, but you guys being Browns fans, how do y'all feel about Hugh Jackson, who comes and jumps on the tail end of this, knowing he already accepted the money and that Cleveland played him for a bonus in losing games?
Man, they ain't have to pay him nothing. We was trash.
Right, but they were setting him up for failure.
They set him up for failure.
So why not?
Yeah, basically.
but
But
this
why
is my
didn't he
thing.
come out and make that known ahead of time?
But why not get paid?
they're
if
Who's
probably
I'm-
getting paid?
So, I mean, that's why I can't say what he's saying
He
right now
know-
doesn't have any validity
Hugh
to me.
Jackson knew the
I
shit.
do.
Hugh Jackson knew the shit was going down.
Yeah.
So you know what?
It was already
It's going
Titanic.
for it anyway.
It's
But my
planning.
thing
Baby.
is, who's going to listen to a coach who was on a losing team
On the Browns,
versus a team who was actually winning? This man had winning seasons.
Yeah,
So
that's the other crazy
who's
part.
going to listen to Hugh Jackson saying, "Oh, they was trying to pay me to tank this"? Nobody want
To
to
get
listen
Baker
to him.
Mayfield.
Nobody cares about what you say.
Nobody was listening.
Surge. Tank to get Baker Mayfield.
Nobody was listening, and then the sad part about it is that while Hugh Jackson was on this sorry behind, and I'm sorry, I ain't trying to be funny, but during
No,
the
go
time
ahead.
they were really sorry.
They
so
still
you
are
had
sorry.
a,
They're pathetic.
stop.
Let's say it.
They had
Terrible.
a sorry team, and you had
My
this
team.
black coach taking the hits with all these losing
That's what
records.
they do.
And now you're not even able to be. You had to phone a friend to even get to be a special teams coordinator assistant. Like
Who?
when Hugh Jackson had to call Marvin Lewis.
Oh, okay.
So Marvin
I was
Lewis,
gonna say, 'cause now he's
so
a
the same
coach
thing.
at Grambling.
Marvin Lewis had to. So what happens was these black men are doing the same thing that a lot of the white coaches do. Is you have to try to keep your friend relevant.
Ooh, you know
so
what?
at Arizona, you got what's my boy
Herm Edwards.
Herm is the one who had to keep keep Marvin Lewis relevant because he's giving him another opportunity too. So he's an assistant on their staff. So these guys are all phasing out, and they were all a part of that Tony Dungy and Dennis Green process, that tree. And now where's that tree go now? Because Mike Tomlin ain't got no black offensive coordinator or a black defensive coordinator. And I'm not knocking Mike Tomlin, but he's the only one that's long standing.
Well, you got to understand with Mike Tomlin, they can't get rid of him. I mean, in
Right,
11
'cause
years,
he's
never
winning.
had a
He's
losing
had a winning
season.
season.
So-
But that's the thing. The Dolphins, you looking at, y'all don't think that that's suspect when the Dolphins, you have had, even when y'all tried to tank whatever was going on, you had injuries, you had all kind of stuff. That man still found a way to have a winning record at least.
Well, he found a way to have a winning record, but there was, publicly put out there that there was animosity between him and their number one pick.
Wait.
Tua.
Free.
That's Tua, yeah.
That was in the media, right?
Yes.
Out in public.
Correct.
Do you think that came out after he lost coolness with the owner. After the owner said lose, you kept winning, and the alleged boat trip where they brought in
Brady.
which Brady.
That's
Boy,
what
yes,
been
it
reported.
was.
Tom
I
Brady.
think it's your boy Houston.
Deshaun
I think it's
Watson?
Deshaun. Me too.
I
That's
think it was
what,
Deshaun.
I don't know.
But
No, see, I don't think he would have. He
was
would have
tampering
gone
during
away
the
from that
season.
because he wanted Deshaun Watson.
no, that was the media set. I'm saying this:
They did say
no matter who it was,
I thought it
this
was.
this is how he earned my respect. No matter who it was, he goes, "Whoa, this ain't cool."
Yeah.
left.
And he
Let
left.
me go ahead and go. Hey, you ain't setting me up.
But even his
Let me go ahead
players
and dip.
from everybody who was in New England even said the same thing, that he is a man of values. Like, he has values and standards that he is, true to. He's not going to go from that. And I don't take nothing away from him in that regard. My thing was, all he said was there was a player and it would have been tampering. And I don't necessarily mean Tom Brady, because Tom Brady, how the Dolphins was going to lure him from Tampa to Miami at the time? It would have had to be when Tom Brady was in
Leaving New England, yeah.
But he was
they didn't say
already-
when it happened. They
All
just said
I'm
it
saying
happened.
is
No,
that-
but we say the same thing. Is he was like, this against
Yeah,
the rules.
it's not- yeah,
wait,
I
he
agree.
goes, this against the rules. I'm a black man.
And I
you ain't
have
gonna
to,
set me up.
and you're not gonna
I'm about
catch
to
me.
dip right now.
And that's the
if the
thing.
ship go down, he is going to be the fall
Thank
guy.
you. And we're gonna pay you whatever $1,000 to lose games.
Yeah.
That's on his resume, dog.
100,
Right.
100,
That's
100K.
all he's
Right.
resume.
And like again, I say black coaches that lose do not get second and third, fourth chances. You look at so Sean McVay got this whole tree of of coaches. Why hasn't old boy gotten a second opportunity at being a head coach or being referred out? Raheem Morris.
Well,
And they
because he the
defense,
DC.
and they but
He the
so
DC,
what? But
but
their
he-
defense has
Well,
been.
well, here's
but
the
their
thing.
defense has
You-
been in good
Raheem
players.
hasn't.
Raheem had a good defense in Atlanta.
He hasn't.
no, it's
No,
coming.
part
No,
of
it's
that.
coming.
It'll
It's
come.
coming.
Raheem
He had
hasn't
an
got over the
interim.
reputation of what he had here in Tampa and
Martini.
being out partying with his players.
Martini.
And then when he went to
But-
Atlanta and was the interim head coach, and they went 0 however.
Okay, but all I'm saying
So he
is,
had
how
his
many
chance.
years ago was that?
I
2-3
That's
years
what
ago?
I'm getting. No,
I agree.
the
No, no.
reputation
When Atlanta-
of
I
get
when
what
he
she's
was
saying.
in,
I
get what
in
she's saying.
Tampa.
A year
Atlanta
ago.
was, but Atlanta, he wasn't out partying with them.
A year
Where was
ago.
that report?
Yeah, but he didn't win a game though.
He didn't win no game as an interim head coach.
You got to think of somebody like Bruce Arians, who was the interim coach for
Look.
Indianapolis and took them to the playoffs.
Atlanta, where their other head coach at? Over in where?
Dallas.
Oh, and he's the offensive coordinator. And they had one of the highest scoring offenses and everything
But
else.
you got to think about it. It's
But he was out there
You-
on the people was trying to look for him to be another head coach. But he was in that. He was the head coach of the sorriest team. Y'all just
Dan
telling me
Quinn?
about
You
Raheem.
talking about Dan Quinn?
I'm
you
just
said-
saying,
you-
like they're a part of the same
you
crew.
said something real key. The only person who could give those right now is Mike Tomlin. If he hired somebody, he the only
But
one who could
he's
give
not
somebody a
doing
DC in that. And he ain't gonna do that because he don't want to mess with the.
But see,
smooth
that's one
selling
thing
of
I
the
would
front
say
office.
about. I need to Google him.
Yeah,
I
Google
think
him.
I
I don't
haven't
think he
checked.
married
I
at
think
all.
I don't know if he
I'm scared to
married.
ask. I'm scared to ask.
I'm not. I forgot to check, but
I'm
Bruce
scared to ask
Arians
the
is the
question.
only one that is like, and I like. So for people who out there be like, "Oh, I hate the Bucks and this and that, I don't support them and this and that," but the Bucks is the only team
That's the
that
most
has had
diverse
multiple black
Bucks
head
have hired
coaches
the
and a
most
diverse,
black head coaches
yes,
and the most
have
black
drafted
drafted the most
staffing,
black
yes.
quarterbacks.
Yeah,
The first round
and
ever.
their staff.
yeah, their staff. is
Minorities are on their staff throughout. So like you can't.
And Bruce
You
Arians
can't
got the
shake
most
that.
diverse coaching staff and all
So,
most of his
real
people.
quick, we're gonna get out of this segment, go into the next one. But before we do, I just want to say 2 words, get y'all opinion on it.
What's that?
Washington Commanders.
Hold on. Love the name.
I hate
Hate. No,
them.
hold on. Love this is my personal opinion. I love the name.
Hate the
Hate
logo.
the helmet. The name is actually cool.
I like the
what
color.
I would have done was
Yeah, you
Washington
going,
gone.
You doing so much?
DC Commanders, District Columbia Commanders, DC Commanders. But that W on the side,
Yeah.
that's whack. But
Yeah, she black. Mike
okay.
Tomlin. She's black. Yeah,
no,
she's black.
dude, bro, I'm being real.
No, that's a shirt.
I
That's
think
a shirt.
DC Commanders would have hit a lot harder than Washington Commanders.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, but the helmet lost me.
I
The
don't-
helmet lost me, bro. I'm like, oh,
What if they? I would have liked the DC.
Huh? I've seen the memes already. I've seen the memes already.
I bet you game 1 or 2 you're gonna see something good.
Yeah, oh, 100%, 100%.
But what if they do? That'd be cool though, because that person would be just like the dudes from the Bucks.
Dressed up.
How did you feel when they came out with the Baltimore Ravens name? I thought it was whack at first, and then I started watching it. You get used to it.
Yeah.
I
thought-
didn't like the name. I fell in love when I first saw the Ravens colors, the black and purple.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, yo, those are dope right there.
How'd you feel about Houston Texans? I thought it was the wackest shit in the world at first. Now I'm not used to it.
Yeah, we're just used to it. I mean, I didn't have a feeling about that. Houston
Okay,
Texans.
no, you're a basketball fan. I got one for you, basketball fan.
The
Washington
Bullets of
Bullets.
Washington.
Pelicans.
Nah.
I didn't like it because I didn't know what the affiliation was to the state of Louisiana.
Yeah, but just the name itself. How do you feel about it now?
I
You
feel
just used
about
to
it
it.
like I feel like
Like the
about the
Charlotte
Orlando
Hornets.
Magic.
You the Hornets.
Like, what is Magic?
First of
Magic
all,
Kingdom.
That's Magic
I don't care. He's not Disney. It's a Magic Kingdom in California. I'm just saying. So I don't feel any type of way about that.
Wait. So names don't mean nothing to you at all.
No, I think some of the names be stupid, but it ain't my team, so I don't care.
For example,
It's just like how people name their children with all
The
them
Mighty
alphabets.
Ducks.
that's whack. No, it's whack.
No, that was whack.
Yeah,
Good
but that was
movie.
based on the
Good
movie.
movie. Bad name.
But they're a hockey team.
The Dolphins should be a whack name.
You're just used to it.
But they won Super Bowl, so you let it slide. But that should be a terrible name.
I mean, think about it.
The Hurricanes is a cool ass name.
That's what I was getting ready to say. College
forget
sports,
y'all.
what have you. I mean, you go through all these team names.
Gators-
There
Gators
ain't
is a
there ain't
terrible
too
name.
many that are great.
Ohio State University.
Gators is a very
What is a
terrible
Buckeye?
It's some type of
It's a nut.
poisonous nut.
It's a nut.
And that's what it is. You got to be a
You're a
nut
nut
to
to
like
go there.
them.
That's what-
name. You
How
gotta
about that? On that note,
Okay.
on that note, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go to our first break, and we'll be back shortly.
What's next up, yo?
Turn it up.
We belong together, and you know that I'm right. Why do you play with my heart? Why do you play with my mind? Said we'd be forever, sitting there the time. How could you love me and leave me and never say goodbye? When I can't sleep at night without holding you tight, girl, each time I try, I just break down and die. Pain in my head, oh, I'd rather be dead, spinning around and around. Although we come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me. I belong to you. Girl, I know you really love me. You just don't realize. You've never been there before. It's only your first time. Maybe I'll forgive you. Maybe you'll try. We should be happy together forever. You and I. Love me again like you loved me before. This time I want you to love me much more. This time instead, just come to my best, and maybe just don't let me down. Although we go to the end of the road, still I can't let go, baby. You belong to me, I belong to you.
Girl, I'm here for you. All those times at night when you just hurt me and just ran out with that other fella. Baby, I knew about it. I just didn't care. You just don't understand how much I love you, do you? I'm here for you. I'm not out to go out there and cheat all night, just like you did, baby, but that's alright. I love you anyway, and I'm I'm still gonna be here for you till my dying day, baby. Right now.
I'm saying I don't live with him, so I don't know what you're going through at home.
We are back for segment 2 of His, Hers, and Ours, a real-life couple holding real-life conversation with real-life friends.
I miss you, Tom Brady.
I'm your co-host, the one-man Arnie Simon Davis,
back to us.
along with...
Shannon Royal, who's over it. I don't even want to say Davis.
Come back to us, Tom.
TB12.
Whatever.
TV
She
method.
on that TB12
It
diet
was
right
the best.
now.
It was the best one night stand ever.
Yes.
Ever.
Two nights.
He wasn't a one night stand. He was here for 2 years.
It was like Pretty Woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we?
Yeah.
So we're gonna jump into these topics. I'm so over them talking
No, I got
about
it.
Tom
No, check it
Brady.
out. So, Culture Queen's ready to get in her segment. So let me start it off in the culture. I have one that I just died when I read the article. My girl, everybody knows her as Shireen, or the mama from Baby Boy,
Yeah.
Jody's mama.
When she's talking about threesome,
AJ Johnson said she celebrated her 50th birthday. I just said the mom and Baby
you didn't
Boy.
watch House Party?
He said he's
Better.
getting old.
Shireen. Yeah, the one that had the threesome.
Yeah, that's what we're talking
Yeah.
about.
My bad.
She says she celebrated her 50th birthday by having a threesome with 2 Frenchmen.
I know where this conversation going. I know where this going right now. I know where this conversation.
She said she had never had a threesome before, but after the experience, the only way she could describe it was like a beautiful dance.
It was.
You was there?
No, I saw the interview. That's what she said.
A beautiful dance.
A beautiful dance. She said she was very nervous going
That's a
into
train,
it.
though, bro.
What has
Wait,
it?
wait,
Go ahead,
freeze,
because I'm
freeze.
finna get y'all.
That's where it's going. That's where it's
yeah.
She said
Okay,
she was very nervous going
going.
into it,
All
and
right.
then she just relaxed and let things go.
Uh-huh.
And she was very satisfied with what happened. They all fell asleep that night in the same bed, woke up, went to breakfast together,
No.
and she was like,
She did
"Can
too
we do
much.
that again?"
Can we do it again?
French
do
She
that
did too. She
French,
did too much.
French toast, huh?
She did too much.
French. They French banged.
How do y'all feel about that?
Lord have mercy.
Wait, how I feel?
Go ahead.
I'm about to rock and roll with you right
Go
now.
ahead. Talk to her.
All right, cool. I'm very open to whatever someone does sexually. I have no big deal. That's your thing. My idea of a threesome
Yes.
is everybody involved intertwines and does touch each
What?
other. Yeah, yeah. yeah.
Okay.
That's why men and women are different. We like if you're involved, I touch you, you touch her, on him, blah 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 blah, whatever. Now, if all three are not participating, then they're taking turns. Taking turns mean. Can I ride that?
Okay, so ultimately, this is the thing, though. Men are very homophobic, and I don't know if I want to see the 2 men and a lady like that. Doesn't usually work in people's mind.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
therefore, that ultimately she is engaging. She's the one controlling who's touching who and how that
No,
works.
she's not.
That's not a train.
No, she's not. No, she's
So,
not.
but there is a situation whereas in a threesome, all 3 can be interacting without the 2 men
men
interacting.
touching.
Her exact words were.
Yeah, it's called a rotisserie.
She was very.
Really?
She was very clear in the interview. She goes, they didn't interact at all. She
Exactly.
was very, very clear.
Okay.
Which means
So that lets you
they
know-
took turns.
No, that doesn't mean that. She said they never interacted, meaning that
They
she
never
could have.
touched each other.
She was being used
Swords
on both
didn't
sides.
cross.
Yeah,
of
she was
it.
being used.
That's not saying that that's a train, though.
Yo, dog, you through?
No, it wasn't. It was.
You want next son? Go
So
ahead,
why
son.
is it so interesting? Like,
I'm
why?
tired,
So,
yo. Let me go
so
on
it's
the
only a
other end.
threesome when the 2 ladies and a man be
You
together.
know why? You know why?
Why?
Because we're all interacting.
Women,
We're
not
all interacting.
no.
Yeah.
A threesome
No.
is I'm pleasing them, they're pleasing me, you're pleasing us. It's a
This is
free
so.
thing.
This is BS. This is BS because there could be a woman who could be a pillow princess who ain't even trying to do nothing, but because that man interacted with her
Pillow
and
princess.
yeah, meaning all 3 not necessarily get into this lingo.
Pillow-
A pillow princess
pillow-
meaning like
they
a
just
woman
be-
who's
they
not
just be there.
who's not
She's just
touching
there.
another one. She's just
Yeah,
there.
everything is
Watching.
about her.
She could be. It's about her, and she's still having a threesome. She's still interacting with everybody,
She
but
ain't throwing
that
it
may
back.
not
Wait,
be
wait.
she's doing
So
anything
she-
back
so
to
she letting
another
them run a train
person.
on her.
I think that Brendan Train is a.
I think
big-
train is 3 or more.
Yeah, I think, and I just think a train is like somebody like 3 or 4
I
think
think
people like
the
competing.
setting the way the entire environment defines the word train.
So-
I mean, train like me and you knew from back in the day was we had this girl in the room.
Yeah.
Now that's
we
called
just
rape.
coming back.
Wait.
That could be labeled as rape.
No.
That could be labeled as rape now.
No, because it can be
she
consensual.
it could have been consensual, but she ain't like that last friend y'all threw in there, so now everybody's charged.
She didn't like the caboose.
So you,
Yeah,
Wait.
that's true.
so you get what I'm saying?
Fuck that shit.
No.
They didn't like this shit.
Yeah.
It was them-
Yeah.
they didn't like this shit.
Yeah.
No.
So that could be. I don't think it's a train. It could still be a threesome because it's not necessarily
doesn't have to
everybody.
be negative. Let's take that word.
Train does have a negative
it does have
connotation.
a- it
Yeah.
does.
Let's take that word and flip it. All I'm saying is, if all three people are not involved in the participation of the pleasure, it's not a plea.
Well, how all three of them wasn't? They were all. She was pleasing two people.
Yeah,
the
but-
two people was pleasing her.
Yeah, but
So what is?
So
I'm
what?
just trying to
So
get
what?
at.
What?
Yeah.
What do you
So I'm
describe?
just trying to
How would
figure
you?
out how
What
is
word
that
would
not
you use to
interactive?
describe this scenario? Then
train.
I don't. I still. Think
I can't
it's
say
still
it's a
threesome.
train. No.
I think it's a
I
threesome.
still think it's a threesome.
If that makes you feel good.
I think for her, it was like she just wanted to get. She just wanted.
Want to get freaky for a night?
Just real freaky.
And I'm
she was 50.
and I'm not
Ain't nothing
knocking
wrong
her.
with that.
But all I'm saying is, now train. Maybe we should use a different word than train.
You should.
I can't think. Of
Trolley.
I can't think of one right now. Streetcar. But streetcar named Desire. But to me, a threesome
streetcar
is
named Agent.
all three people. I don't care if it's two guys and a girl. So all three people are involved with each other.
Yeah, they pleasing each other.
Let's take two girls out of it. It's two guys and a girl. It's got to be all three
Yeah,
No.
interacting.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
No.
Sounds like
It's
beauty
still
to
like
me.
the same artwork to me. It's okay. It's the same
like
artwork.
beauty.
Just a different.
What do you
artist.
mean? How is
I
that?
just disagree. Like because I don't feel
Because
like
the
in
two
order
women,
for
everybody touching and feeling. All y'all
yeah.
No, wait a minute. Hold on.
But two men
Oh, Hennessy.
and one woman.
Everybody has some.
Man,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
I like I said,
That's a
don't
train.
take
So,
away
I
from
mean-
what she called it. That was hers, and that's
I mean,
what you had.
That's her moment. But you asked me what I thought.
Well, your thought don't even
Come
matter.
on,
mean,
ride the train.
I look at it like
now-
this.
We can't have double standards and say,
Yeah.
"Hey, listen,
Come
you know,
on,
if
ride
it's
that
two
train."
women and a dude, you know, that's all good, and a threesome.
And
might
that's
Now,
happen."
crazy.
now,
I
if
mean,
it's Tom
we have
Brady,
to be open-minded.
Whatever.
And so,
if it's Tom Brady and Bill Belichick,
That's a threesome.
That's threesome.
No, but I think like I felt like I was glad to hear her share that.
No, that was
I
cool.
think
No,
that,
that was
lets
cool. That
other
was
women
cool.
let
That
their
was
hair
cool.
down a little bit and not be so much as being.
I
so
will
let
say
me
this.
ask you this then.
Wait, hold on. Real quick. I will say this. On that podcast, I personally enjoy hearing women talk that way. So I enjoyed it. Now, I got my
Yeah.
personal opinions, but I enjoy hearing those conversations because as guys,
Because women don't really talk
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
with
As
guys,
guys,
yeah.
we don't hear it, and I'm like, that's cool. Like,
Yeah,
that,
you
like,
know
that's
what?
very cool.
It's see, we have what we call locker room talk, right?
Yeah.
Or barbershop talk, whatever it is. So we always like, what do
That's
you
the
all
only place
call
y'all
it?
talk about it.
Beauty shop talk.
Yeah.
No,
Or whatever.
nah, because back in the day they probably did call it beauty shop talk, you know. But
No, from a
you
woman's
learn from a woman's
perspective.
perspective, you ain't sharing much of nothing in nobody's shop because you don't want everybody in your
I'm
business.
gonna tell you something real
and then
quick.
when the minute you say there's something good, they're gonna be like, "Oh, girl, he ain't her man though, so you know that could be us, you know." So I ain't nobody sharing all
I'm gonna
that.
tell you right now. I could be in the car. I saw him the last 3 years. I could be in the car with him, and certain stuff I want to say, I won't say because it's like, you know what? I don't know him that good. He's still me and Mike friends. Certain stuff I don't tell him. You know what? You my
Yeah.
boy. But I know some of your some of my ish. I ain't telling you everything.
But is it because of from a judgment standpoint, like
No,
you
no,
think my judge?
no. Not judgment. It's more of
Everything don't.
I
need
am
to
a
be
brother's
said.
keeper.
yeah. It's like
You share certain things with certain people.
Yeah.
I just feel like that. Like
Different
you know, some
categories.
people that you
Different
can kind of put
categories
your
for
hair
different
down and
people.
you know that there's no judgment or whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
So they
Okay, so now let me pose this to you because when I first brought the topic up, and described what happened, I said that they all fell asleep, got up, went to breakfast the next morning. You said she's doing the most.
yeah, I ain't trying to go to breakfast
No,
and
bro.
stuff with y'all. No, that was an
Time out.
experience.
No, they're friends,
Ain't no
bro.
need to eat no
They're friends,
breakfast.
buddy.
Yeah, they're
but
friends.
they're friends.
Buddies.
Yeah,
There ain't no feelings involved.
yeah, it ain't no feeling. So ain't no need of us breaking bread.
Yeah, no, but
It was a sexual act. We did our thing, and it's time to go.
okay, Shannon. But if they didn't have sex and just slept falling asleep on the couch, they would have still had breakfast anyway.
Yeah, that's different. But
No.
once we take them clothes off and I see you naked and you ain't even my piece like that, Ain't no need for us to be having breakfast. What for?
Yeah, but-
because that lead to like feelings and stuff.
No,
I don't
it don't.
just wanna-
No, no, no.
I don't
Talk-
even want to
talk
mix
to him,
it.
Shannon.
I disagree.
I'm not mixing and
Talk to
mingling.
him,
I
Shannon.
disagree. No,
I'm with Shannon
What
on
happens
this.
is us hanging out, having breakfast.
We don't need to
as
have
a group,
no-
as a group, not one on one.
As
As
a
a
group.
group, hanging out, having breakfast.
Girl, because that conversation will be like, girl, I
No,
like
no,
when
no.
you did
It
this.
doesn't
oh,
come
me
up.
too. And you, yeah,
Shannon,
girl,
it
and the way
doesn't
you'll
come.
have,
Shannon, it does during breakfast. Trust me, it.
That's what you had done did?
Everyone's. I never have.
Oh.
Everyone's trying to keep it as normal as possible. So you get up like, okay, let's not make this
But
weird.
it's
Hey, you
natural
want
to
pancakes?
want to.
You
No,
want-
it's natural to want to have a conversation. It's just like if you had
The
with your
conversation will not come up, bro.
promise you, it will because
Now,
let me
if they
explain
do it again,
this.
it will.
So let me explain this, and I'm just sharing this like because Solomon's my husband, so there'll be times like, dang, babe, last night was
know
lit,
this.
like yo. But that's natural to want to do that. If you had a sexual experience with somebody and you still enjoyed their conversation and their time and this and that, it's gonna come back up in a conversation. It doesn't matter.
Later on, not
it's gonna come up
not
over
immediately.
A meal. It's gonna come up over a
Not
meal.
not during breakfast. It won't.
Who won't? I'll be like, so you didn't have a good time last night? Because we had breakfast and you acting like you don't want to talk about
You're
it.
the person I'd be like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I'm leaving right now.
Yeah,
I'm not
because
gonna talk to
that's look, time out. Because that's how I am. I want you to feel like that. I don't want you to feel comfortable enough to have these conversations with me.
But don't
I
you
want
think
us
if
to be able to be
she,
done.
she kicks them out of the suite or hotel or whatever
That
there
makes it
was,
awkward.
it's like a booty call.
that. We've only been friends.
It was
for
just
years.
all I'm
We've
doing
been
is
friends
sharing
for
an
years,
experience.
Shannon.
That's
We've been
all I'm
friends for
trying to
years.
say.
We've been friends for years.
So this
Some
what she
pops off.
said? It was friends for years.
They were
She
friends.
said she knew the
They were already
guys. The
friends.
guys were already
But they,
friends.
oh,
and she
that don't mean she knew them for years.
I don't know how long.
Let's
she knew
assume
them.
they did. They were friends for a long time.
Y'all be
And it
acting
popped
like
off.
girls. That's all that is. Ladies be wanting to talk. Oh, how was it? See, that's what I'm telling you. And then y'all gonna want to have breakfast and stuff. No, that's not what this is.
We don't want to have
When
breakfast.
we
but-
have friends, we friends. We'll go have lunch tomorrow, not today, because I don't want to talk about it. This is fresh. I don't want to talk about it.
I think it's all.
So just get your nut and get up out of here.
Yeah,
Exactly.
go ahead, pack your bags. Holla at
Okay.
you tomorrow.
Maybe it's my
Buddy,
person-
I'm really
maybe
good.
it's my experience in my life going by my vision is I've seen things where don't make it awkward, and then
So that makes it awkward saying, okay, well, y'all have a good night.
no.
Oh, okay.
So what she's saying is,
If we've been friends for a long time and something just happens,
That ain't happened on her 50th birthday. It just happened. That was planned in the rain.
I'm not saying different subject. No, different subject. What I'm saying is friends. Something happens, and then okay.
I'm the type of person.
Let's
that
keep
wonder,
it
was
as
it a safe sex
let's keep it
affair?
as normal as possible. Then get up now. Maybe 2 weeks down the road, we're at happy hour. Hey, remember last week?
No, I don't want to talk about it 2 weeks later.
No. But what I'm saying from my experience,
They don't need to have that conversation. We did what it was. If we ain't talk about it the next day or whenever,
level
I don't.
but you can't talk about it the next day because you didn't want to.
I didn't want to go to breakfast.
So you
Right.
can't-
So you don't want to talk about it.
later.
Period.
We
So
can talk
basically,
about it another day.
what you're saying,
I just
is-
said later, didn't I?
Yeah.
I just said later.
It don't want to be. I
She
don't
don't
want to
want to
break
talk
up
about
and
it.
go to
What
breakfast.
she wants to do, she wants to get it done. She wants you to get up, go to the bathroom, pour some hot sauce in it, and then get out.
Okay.
My question.
So I'm gonna take these topics and threw them
So,
all together.
yeah.
Really.
All the hot
No.
sauce comment. Yeah.
He said
Put some
hot
hot sauce. Put some.
I put that
It's
shit on
just-
Put
everything.
that shit on everything.
I just think that like if that was the experience she shared, that's up to them. Me personally, if I wanted an experience like that, I don't even want to be some people I even know like that. Good enough to even have these conversations.
You call some
Have some
cat.
experience
You saw
in this
some
matter.
catch filling brothers. That's your
yeah,
problem.
I don't
Yeah.
want no catch feelings.
I like to speak on the
Look,
subject
hold
if
up.
that's okay.
This thing's so serious. You go, ain't that you catch feelings, right?
Wait.
Boo.
Wait, I got. Hey,
It's like that.
Hey, didn't we say in the first segment, I'm a high value dude. So I'm high value.
So-
It was a come up.
So I've had.
Look,
Wait.
yeah, you don't want to catch some feelings. Go
I've
ahead,
had
Alvin.
experience in this situation in the past,
Bars.
Okay.
right? So, and both women have been friends. It was just one of them nights where you might have had a couple drinks, you might have been feeling each other,
But that wasn't alcohol. Don't make you do that. Y'all
but it
wanted
gives
to
you
do
the
that.
opportunity to.
No, it just loosens up the like,
Exactly,
so you feel
loosens-
comfortable enough to say,
Yes.
yeah.
So, being with these friends, it going through the experience, and then the next
know
day,
what kind
it's
of
just we're
friends
just
y'all
cool,
got.
just hanging out. And nothing was really spoken
It's
about.
not weird, exactly.
It's
It just
not
happened.
weird. We knew each other.
I
It's
don't know what kind of
cool.
friends y'all got. Because when I friend zone, it be friend zone. Like, it's my friend for real. Like, I'm not looking to smash you because you my friend. You cool. Like, I ain't looking at that.
We'll have to come on the break about this one.
Yeah,
This is it.
But been out in
This is a break conversation.
You waiting in the wings for him to slip up, Rob?
but you know
A
what?
chink in the
Back
armor.
in the defense.
See? That's a problem. So that's why you should not. If you
Safety
like,
one over top.
no, see, absolutely not. That's why I say you have to be mindful of the friends you have.
Now, here's one
'Cause
thing
I'm
that
not- I
I
wouldn't
stress
even-
is importance in this situation is you can't plan these type of situations. You cannot
Yes,
plan
you
it. It has
can.
to be spontaneous
Why?
because it won't feel the same. If you're
No.
planning it out, there's expectations.
Yeah.
Okay?
Do the break.
There's expectations going into it if you plan it out.
Oh,
if
yeah.
if it's something that happens spontaneous, you're not planning for it. It just happens.
Yeah, and then
it's-
if it's wet, then you could really be like, "Yeah, it's never happening."
but
that was
if
yeah.
it's the greatest experience in your life, then you know.
Yeah.
Hold on. These are speaking from the call center guys.
Okay.
Yes, we know.
And the call center guys have a complete life
Life-
experience
Okay.
I have a
that most of you
library
guys
of this.
don't have.
I wasn't in the call center, but
Yeah,
I mean, I was
trust me.
smashing people.
No, you're the guy. The call center guys.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, I've been down that road. But in all seriousness, like I said, you can't plan it out. You can't plan it out. Because, like I said, there's going to be certain expectations.
I disagree with you. If that was something I truly desired to do, I would absolutely plan that out. I want to know, like,
that's
I'm
your
going to
opinion.
select the best people that I think would be absolutely satisfying to me. I don't want no random that, like, dude, I don't even know. And yeah, it's just different. I would absolutely want to be able to know.
I
and
don't know.
select.
My perspective and my experience, to me, it's important that it not be planned out because then you go into it with expectations. Like, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to satisfy this, you have to satisfy that. If you go into it spontaneously with no plan, it happens. It's beautiful. You don't even have to
To
worry
you,
about
it might
no
be
expectations.
beautiful. To you, I'm speaking from a woman's perspective. That might not be beautiful. So for a woman, like, there are some type of things like we want certain criteria. Why would I go into it with if I knew there were people that was like, dang, they have absolutely amazing sex. If I had the choice to go from that and just go with random, who's choosing random?
That's why I'm saying she chose these dudes.
She
Obviously,
probably known something.
she knew one or both
Yeah,
of
break.
them.
Yeah, she had to have.
Thank you
who
for my
would want
time.
to share that experience if you like? Yeah, no.
But
I
so
know what I'm saying.
if she knew them, one or both of them,
Right.
and they had a friendship where they dialogued, they talked, they hung out, and she felt comfortable enough with them in order to engage them in that act. You don't think that that she knew that friendship was tight enough that afterwards,
Yeah,
hey,
I'm
there
not
might
saying
be a
that the friendship-
conversation.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't like. For me, I probably wouldn't have just wanted to go to breakfast the next day. Give me some time. Like, let's do dinner. Like, we can talk about it over dinner. Like, breakfast too early. This was just still too fresh. I don't really want to have that conversation right now. Let me
Let
let
you
it
process.
marinate. Let me process this, and that way I can have a different kind of conversation.
There was a movie like back in the day called Twa.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you're
With
describing.
old girl from,
That is
Real
exactly.
I guess.
Can you
Kenya Moore.
Probably
Kenya
so,
Moore.
but I want to process that.
So let me
That's
ask you from a
okay.
female's perspective.
God, yes. In that movie,
AJ Johnson says she did it to herself as a 50th birthday present. Is this
Mm-hmm. Maybe
something
that was
that
her bucket list.
is this something that from a female's perspective,
It's a bucket list. What
do you know
want to do?
that something that many females might want to do?
Maybe they do, but maybe they aren't willing enough to speak up for it. Like, it's just kind of like how guys won't tell women certain things because y'all are not as open to that.
Stop avoiding the question. He asked you a question. That's so-
I answered that.
No, you didn't. You said
Yes, I did.
Maybe they do.
Maybe they do, but they may not feel comfortable enough to express that.
in your female group chats.
None of them have told me nothing like that. And I don't know if they would tell me. Because I'd be like, girl, who you
2022,
picking?
man.
Because, like, I'm a
So in
beta.
20 years,
What?
and y'all have y'all night out around the couch, y'all dance, and the movies dance around the couch with wine, and the movies.
Hold on.
And
No.
your pajamas.
So you out a night out with the girls at Cigar International when your husband lets you go out.
My husband won't let me go out. Stop saying that. He don't tell me what to do. We
Talk that
ain't
ish,
like
son.
that. Stop
Go ahead,
saying that.
son.
Whatever.
Hey, Shannon Ogden went real high. Like,
So those type of conversations don't come about. I mean, you ask
No,
what we
well,
have those
especially-
barbershop locker room talks.
So no, they may not talk about threesomes and things like that, but they do talk about sex life and things that they expect or what they would like and how they desire, what they want from people, and we talk about that kind of stuff. But that's not.
So no one says like,
Girl, I just want a threesome. No, but I be honest and say this: if my husband ever asks me for one, he better be willing to do the same thing in return. And I've said that to y'all on this show. If a man is willing enough to ask you, he better be willing to do the same in return.
First of all,
ain't nobody doing
First
that.
of all, you don't disrespect King
Whatever,
Solomon
boy. If
the way you're doing right
he
now.
ain't my King Solomon. His
The way-
name
the way- the way-
His
His daddy.
name
The
Pooh.
way right now
His name
you're
Pooh.
disrespecting him right now.
His name Pooh.
This is very disrespectful.
Yes.
In front of Tom Brady.
I don't
In front of
care.
Tom Brady. Now,
So I'm gonna turn it
if Tom
around.
Brady comes in,
ahead.
then it's okay.
Whatever.
I'm gonna turn it around.
Do it.
Ooh, go ahead, bars.
Would you have a threesome?
Would I or have I?
Shit. I'm not even gonna go there, but I'm saying, let's say flip the whole coin. It's your 50th birthday,
Okay.
and you want to have a threesome. Would you do it the way that was done? 2 dudes and a woman. Would you do it that way?
If so,
Because me, I wouldn't do it that way.
No, I mean,
But you can't be willing to ask
hold on,
her
no,
to
no,
do something in
no,
return.
hold on,
Would you
hold
be
on.
willing to ask your girl, hey, I want to
You got to understand, if it's my 50th birthday, it's
Okay,
about
so
me.
that's-
So I'm not gonna have another dude there.
Right. You'll have 2
I'm gonna have 2 women.
All right. So those 2 women, they got to interact.
Not necessarily.
It'd
be nice.
Impossible.
It'd be
It's
nice.
impossible. It would be nice.
It would be
It would be
nice.
very a great visual experience on top of a physical experience.
Right.
It would be very hard for you to do that for that to happen with those 2 women. You can't please them all because they're gonna be taking turns.
Why you?
Why you can't
What
please them all?
porno have you been watching?
No.
Because all the pornos I
Hold
done
on,
seen,
hold
even
on,
if the
hold on.
lady act like she wasn't into it, and the
No,
one
no.
lady wasn't
Hold
into it,
No,
I
what
done
I'm
seen
saying-
them.
What I'm saying is, if those 2 women didn't interact,
I can take care of that.
how?
Honestly?
This is not the show for
I
that.
mean,
We're gonna
that's-
pivot on to
No, I'm
something
saying
else.
I can do it. I can do it.
saying, that's what I'm trying to get her to understand. For
Why? Because they could be focusing
That was
solely
a
on
fucking
him.
train.
No,
No.
let me tell you why. Because they wouldn't necessarily. This don't take a rocket scientist. He could probably please them. One could be. This is.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
on
true.
this
I know
way
what you
on-
said, don't
Yeah.
say it.
So like, you don't. They don't have to intertwine. So how is that not possible? What's your mouth game like? Okay, let me go.
I'm the
All right,
master.
we're gonna go on to
Yeah,
the
we're going
next
to break
subject.
on that one.
Shit. I'm not gonna even say.
We'll be right back
Right.
with His, Hers, and Ours, a real life couple holding more than real life conversation with real life friends.
More how-
We'll be right back.
I don't usually do this, but can I sing to you? Yeah, yeah. Yours, mine, ours. I could do this for hours. Sit and talk to you for hours. I wanna give you your flowers and some champagne showers, all the shrimp and lobster towers. But it's me that gets devoured. Ooh, when you do what you do, I'm empowered. You give me a superpower. Together the world could be ours. You sit me up on the counter. Instantly it's thunder showers. Storming for a couple hours. When we finish, take a shower. I could do this for hours and hours and hours. I could do this for hours and hours and hours. I could do this for hours and hours and hours. I could do this for hours and hours. I usually don't like no like giving up on love. These niggas almost made me quit. Then I met you. When I met you, I knew this was it. I've never been in love like this. A love like ours. I pray for it on my knees every night for some hours. And hours and hours and hours and hours. And hours. I could do this for hours and hours and hours. I could do this for hours and hours and hours. What's yours is mine and ours, and yours mine and ours. I can sit and talk to you for hours, sit and look at you for hours, making love to you for hours, laying on your chest for hours, telling you jokes for hours, holding you close for hours, and
We're back for segment 3 of His, Hers, and Ours, a real life couple holding real life conversation with real life friends. No, we're not. I'm your co-host, the one-man army, Solomon Davis, with
Shannon Royal Davis.
sitting along inside with us today, Reginald Gray, Rob Thomas, Avi Santana, Surgeon General.
King Solomon Fan Club.
Yeah.
The fan club of one.
So let's talk about somebody who's been a topic in the past on this show.
Who that?
My man Kevin Samuels. No, this isn't bad about him. He had an interview with Nicki Minaj and Lala, and Nicki.
Oh, she was on that job?
Yeah.
I missed that.
And Nicki Minaj was like, "Can we stop talking about what
High
you
value
guys
men.
said earlier? Successful black men going after white women. That is a
Not true.
falsehood.
It's false, bro. It's false.
It should no longer be a topic. It should no
False.
longer be a subject. This is a narrative that has been created that she can verify that successful black men she around
Who said
have
that?
Nicki Minaj.
She should have
Oh, okay. Is she got a
Shannon's
successful
like, I don't care
black
who
man?
said it. Who
What's
who
that?
said it?
Her man successful too?
I guess so.
Oh, okay. Look.
It's the
All
shit
right,
it
go
said.
ahead.
It's like, yeah, whatever.
Because I'm just like, you
Shannon be like,
validating
I'm
this
so
with
over
Nicki
this
Minaj?
bullshit.
No, it just happened to be a coincidence that we brought that up earlier in the show, and it was a topic that I had
But
for today's show.
you said the source was Nicki Minaj.
It was
Okay.
stated in an interview.
Okay. All right.
I
don't
mean,
want
you
the
got to
bar- I don't
understand.
want the barbs to come after
like
me.
you
I'm
said,
just gonna
what
be
we
quiet.
see
You don't need
is
that
through
trouble.
the media. I mean, we don't see the guy who
You don't
might
need that
be
trouble.
in Silicon Valley creating a new app and,
Right.
all of a sudden becomes a millionaire based on selling his app. We
Right.
don't know that him and his girl have been together since the beginning, went to Crenshaw High School together.
I mean, I can get that. I get that. But what
Can you
what is
drive?
portrayed out there
I
is
can
always
learn.
the mixed family.
But can you drive?
Did you?
If you teach,
Yeah. No, but back to a previous conversation about something you're saying right now is, in my life, most successful black men I've seen marry black women. Now, do they dabble out? Yeah, of course. That, of course, sounded bad because the way you look at me right now.
I'm waiting for your point.
I
Go
said,
ahead.
of course, and she looked at me like, mm-hmm.
yeah, she read.
Yeah,
she
like-
got that look
No, but in the
And your
end,
point is-
in the end result, they wind up marrying black women. Now, what happens is someone like Michael Jordan, they got their white cookies. Cookie,
No,
No,
Cookie
Cookie is
is
Magic.
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 Yeah.
They have their black women. All of a sudden, they break up. Same thing with Eddie Murphy, which kind of
Well, Cookie and Magic are still together. Nobody's not
okay,
jumping
my
out.
bad,
The
my
market
bad,
is
my
not
bad.
just
You're
jumping
talking
out there
about,
for
Juanita.
Magic. Yeah.
okay.
Michael
My
Juanita.
bad.
Yeah.
But what happens is when the camera pans, he's there with his, and they're all blonde. They're all freaking blonde. They're all blonde. And I'm sitting there like, they're mostly blonde, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying.
And from a black woman perspective, I get your point of view on this one. I get it. But it's not true.
It's not. It may not be, but whenever
But
I
what's
look,
portrayed-
a lot of times when you look up athletes and certain people that are within your reach, like you can kind of see them every day. Like you see sports athletes all the time. You
Yeah.
see different people all the time. I'm not talking about these billionaires and whoever, because I don't know who they married to. I barely know who they are because they're
And that's
hiding.
my
But I'm
point.
just saying. But the fact that the man next door, most of the time you may see, you be looking like, oh shoot, he got a black wife. Yeah, well, I should not be getting that excited
Okay,
when
so
I see a black man with a black woman.
so who's
I
the
do.
hold on.
I shouldn't.
Actually, I do.
I shouldn't
I'm
get
like,
that
whew.
excited.
No, I'm like, whew.
So
I shouldn't get that excited though. It shouldn't be.
So-
it should be okay. And not that I care who
seriously.
was who,
So
but
seriously, do we say status wise? Let's just say an athlete per se, the NFL player that you have closely affiliated with mostly in your life.
Tom Brady.
who? I don't know.
You know who I'm talking about.
You know who you talking about?
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
Your brother-in-law.
Oh, okay. What about him?
He married a black woman.
Yeah, because he knew her since a little kid.
Okay, but he married a black
But
woman.
I don't even think that even if he, you know him, you don't even think he would ever have ended up with a white woman. So
Or he never would have had a
he
white
would
woman. So
never.
exactly.
He wouldn't. Have,
The success
There's just some people that you be like, he'll never go that way. I'd be absolutely.
the successful man who shares the bed with you.
Wow. Wow.
You married a what?
What man? What successful? man?
Yeah,
I don't know.
okay.
Huh?
Exactly.
Did I share a bed?
The high
Yeah.
the high value man you live with.
Exactly.
Whatever.
He married a what?
Yeah.
A BET chick, right?
Yeah. Look, but
Wait.
he used to date girls that was close to they just was brown in the skin, but they was other
I
underneath.
I will say this. I've had white female friends that date brothers, and come to me for advice. Like, hey, I met this guy, whatever it is, and I would meet the dude, and I'd be like, he ain't staying with you. And-
Really?
No. And, no. Here's why. I'm like, he wants a black woman, and they're like, what do you mean? I said, one of my friends, a perfect example. She met this dude. Dude was cool with her. We hung off, all of us hang out as a group, whatever. He's a lawyer. And yeah, he's actually Stallworth here. I'm friends with him. And I told her, I said, hey, look, Mark wants a sister. And what do you mean? She's like, I could tell he's from Chicago, up north, in Tampa.
North.
Up north.
Go ahead.
And he's having a good time down here. He's having fun with you, but I'm telling you, when he gets serious, it's going to be a professional black woman. And I went to his wedding. But I knew what me being a black man, I see what he wants. He's having fun with you. He's having a good time. He's not a jerk at all, but most successful black men I know want successful black women. Most of the guys that settle for the white chicks are the ones doing okay in life.
And I'm not like, don't get me wrong. I don't care about whether they like this and that, but don't come speaking on these. Oh, you get so pro black, and then I look on your nut and there goes Susie. Hey, Sue, what's up? Like, you can't tell me too much. So even with Brian Flores, I understand his plight, but he is only gonna go so far with me because I'm be like, yo, what? You said what? Oh, okay.
Wait,
because it's
so
not
that is
gonna
an
hold
issue. I asked
that
you
way.
earlier. So that is an issue with you.
It's not an issue with me in the sense of I understand the issues he's fighting for in the sense of having giving black men opportunities or black head coaches because it ain't no black women head coaches out there. Heck, we didn't even get the first black NFL official to be black. She had to be a minority. She's a woman, and she was Susie with blonde hair. And don't get me wrong, I like her. I'm not knocking that. All I'm saying is that his fight is for the black men who's the head coaches and getting these opportunities and things like that. But if he go to start talking about how black women mistreated, if he go to start talking about black women are the lowest on the totem pole, yeah, nigga, you put her there. So that's kind of where my attitude go. That's kind of where my attitude would go.
I can't say nothing.
So that's just what I'm hitting.
Because
on.
the same convo we had on our last show, where the older I get, I see. It's the same thing we had conversation about your son. I see. Older I get, I try and see other people's points of view, and I see a teenage black woman's point of view. growing up. Same thing with your son. I see, like, watch TV, music videos. That's what he thinks.
You think that's what it's supposed to be?
Yeah. And what's going to happen is get older and get that out of your. It's going to sound so bad. Get it out of your system. And he may wind up with a white woman. He may.
But that's
But at the same time, he may be that guy that I was. I just want that sister to like comic books.
right.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, hallelujah.
That's all I want.
Do it.
And
I don't like comic books, but not necessarily like all of that stuff. But you can find a
You want the nerd
median,
culture, that's
a,
what it
but
a happy median.
but here's the
She don't
dilemma.
like comic books, but she can
Wait,
drop
hold on.
stick.
Here, wow. Here's the dilemma.
He real tired. This
freeze.
dude real tired
Freeze.
today. He real tired.
One of my best friends, Lisa King, Sean King's cousin. We have because all she.
Why you had to
You
tell
like
us
name
Sean
dropping,
King?
huh?
You
Well, I'm saying that
name
it's,
dropping?
but
He just name
because
dropping
it's sport,
names.
because it's sport.
It's his birthday.
Well,
Let him name
he
drop.
used to live on my street when I was a little kid.
Say Pete?
No, and he lived in Tampa. He lived in the Fishbowl on Perch Street. But
yeah.
whatever, go ahead.
And she lives on Fern.
Anyway.
or whatever.
Anyways, get
See?
your point, please.
But what my point is,
You know.
she
You went to college?
she only dated white dudes
My
going,
mom was at college.
going through high school.
Oh, we'll talk about this off
That's
air.
what high school. And when I first met her, we went out one night, 17, 16 years old, and I met her. I'm like, oh, snap. She was dressed a way that I was cool. That I'd never seen a black girl dressed before. I found her very attractive. She told me, she's like, Reg, I thought you're attractive too, but most black guys I know didn't like rock and roll music, didn't like whatever. It was very awkward. So she wound up dating white guys. Here's the messed up part. All the white guys she dated were wannabes.
Gotcha.
Damn. So
Paul Walls and all that.
Yeah.
And that's what I said. I'm not.
But all the brothers called her too white. But the Paul Walls thought she was like.
And see, and then I have an issue with that in that regard, in the sense of, if I'm dating you because you're a white guy, I don't want you to act like the brothers. If that's what I want, I just go jump over
Yeah.
there. You don't gotta have
got
a
a
lighter
question.
skin for him. Like, I don't matter. It doesn't matter to me in that regard.
Okay, and this is not completely off subject, but it's kind of tied into it. Do you remember? I don't know how many years ago, but remember when they first introduced that commercial with the little girl with the mixed parents?
Which ones? A bunch of
The
them.
Cheerios.
all of them now.
The
They
Cheerios.
have them all
strip.
now.
Okay, so
yeah.
now bring it to present day. So you see a lot of commercials and a lot of stuff.
Every
the media
commercial has a mixed family
has a
now.
lot of mixed couples,
Right.
right? So
And that's what they want to make it okay.
that's what they're pushing,
Yeah.
right? So when the little girl or
Trying to
something sitting at
touch
home watching
bases on
watching these
everything.
commercials thinks that that's what it should be.
Maybe. I guess.
You know?
I mean, and
I mean, in a way, it's kind of negative.
it's
what I'm
kind
saying?
of, but it's hit and miss. It's trying to be inclusive,
Well,
and
I
I
understand
understand
that.
that,
Well, what
because
I'm-
before it used to be all commercials either they was all white
whites,
or all
right.
black, and you didn't have that in between. Only black commercials you saw was McDonald's doing the Black History Month.
Yeah,
So like, yeah,
really,
yeah.
yeah.
Then they went 365.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
But no,
um,
that's the kind of stuff that they were used to.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm saying, like, look, in the modern day, and even now, you are one step further with the whole LGBT community coming into play
Mm-hmm.
with all these commercials. But with that situation, it's all negative. You see with the drugs that help out with AIDS and stuff like that.
I
And
mean, that's
sitting
not
there- and-
necessarily.
because I
It's
see-
not necessarily negative. I think that it's more so being informative, like
Well,
trying to find a way to be like, okay, you can still live through this process,
Right.
Because there are people who have AIDS living longer than people who got diabetes or cancer, like for real,
Right.
So
I mean,
there's
and to
a
your
way.
point of what have you, I mean, it's basically just a marketing ploy.
Exactly.
It's just
That's
basically
what I'm saying.
putting their product in front of as many people as possible and say this is acceptable. You know, black people, whether the father's black or the mother's black or the, you know, in the mixed family there.
Right.
This is for black people. This
And
is
then
for white
they
people.
are
This is for
creating
everyone.
an issue, like because even with mixed kids, like we had that conversation before. It's either you're never too black enough or you're not too white enough. Like
Right.
it's gonna be hit or miss. So they have those issues as far as identity, as far as like where do I fit in this process? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They want to be a proud black woman, or you know whatever the case may be, but they struggle with that as well. So I think most of the time. When you have those relationships that are interracial, I think it is important to show the dynamics of both. Like share your history, your ancestry. Like you, like, and in that process, you're teaching your mate the same thing. Like this is what we go through, and they may not because they're not looking at color in a sense, but they looking with their heart. They love you
Exactly.
but they're gonna love you enough to just at least still share that part, share my struggle, understand my struggle, at least empathize with it.
Right. But
So-
that layer kind of layers back into the
Yeah.
original conversation, which is like the successful black man with the white woman,
How many
or vice
successful?
versa.
Can
It
I
could
ask
be
you how
vice
many
versa.
successful white men that you see with a black wife, aside from Dirk Nowitzki?
Travis Kelce.
He got a girlfriend that's black. Yeah, but if you can, but look how fast you can call out one. Now who else?
Because she bad.
David Bowie.
Who else? David Bowie is like how old?
First of all, you asked me a question. You put
I'm
a
just
criteria
asking,
on it.
like how relevant? Like you don't get to see David Bowie out there like that now.
I do.
Or, yeah, because you see him on YouTube. But anyway,
David Bowie
Who else?
died.
but I said you probably see him on YouTube. But
No,
it
no.
was rare.
No, but the
that you
thing,
could
no,
see that it
it's
wasn't
not that
as
it's rare.
prevalent.
No, it's just not made as big of a factor as it is with a
but
successful black
back
man
then
having a
it
white
was
woman.
back then it was you were scared to even tell people half the time because of deals and money involved in all of that process. Now
I
you
will
tell
I
say
mean,
people-
who was the dude that Megan Good was just with? That Janet Jackson was just with.
who was he? No, Janet Jackson was with an Arabic man.
Before
across
him,
the-
there was a white dude.
That was-
Yeah, but you know him by his hands. You didn't
Serena
know
Serena
him.
Williams.
You talking about Renee?
Yeah, but
No,
you
he was always around.
you saw him by his hands. That's it.
But Serena Williams.
Okay.
So, I mean, you're saying point these things
But
out.
I'm saying,
Eve, Serena.
but this is
Serena.
the thing. Like, if you're counting out, you can count out this. I can tell you how many in your regular,
Janet ain't married.
and Janet for everybody. She nice, I love her, but she just for everybody. But there is no like it's so common. Like I just sat up here when we opened up the show. I was like Hugh Jackson. You know he had one, right? Like I can tell you these people that we
But
see
I
that
mean,
they
we're
have.
not really
Jason
sitting there
McGraw, shout
looking
out.
for these
If we
things.
did a
You're a
tick-
person
if
who's
we
sitting
did
there.
a
You're
look,
looking
if we
for
did a
it
tick sheet, I'd be winning. Okay,
because you look for that
No,
stuff.
'cause
We're not
I
looking
know,
for
I'm
a
just
woman.
saying.
Wait, hold on.
You're
hold
not
on.
looking at it
Hold
because
on.
you're looking at it from the eyes of a man. You don't really care.
In
I
her
don't think.
defense, there's probably more guys because guys have a libido, whatever. But all
Al
that being said,
Pacino is for the streets,
Al
Corey.
Pacino, he got-
Al Pacino is for
he
the
got a
streets.
wife.
He
He
had
got
a
a black
couple of
wife.
black women. He got a couple of kids.
no, is Al or is the other boy?
Robert De Niro.
De
I think
Niro
that's
is
who
the
they're talking
one.
about. Not
De Niro.
Al.
It's De
See,
Niro.
look at
Robert
you.
De Niro.
And Al don't even have one, Corey.
Nah, Al don't got no.
Anyway, what my
And it's Robert
point
De Niro got
is,
a,
he
got
had
a
one
couple
for a
of
while.
yeah.
going back to the very
He done
start
had
of the topic
two.
was
Yeah, three.
the stereotype of
But I think
successful
he
black
was
men
infatuated with
going for a
Brown.
white woman. That's not true.
Yeah.
It happens,
true.
but it's not
Yeah,
as
it's
prevalent.
rare.
It's
It
not
doesn't-
as prevalent that black men get with once they become successful. Get
Now,
with white
I
women,
will
as
say
you may
it's
think.
pushed on TV where you see like,
How many
hey,
times have y'all watched the NFL draft since this is what y'all like sports?
There's
and you
so
sit
the,
there and you
so the
see-
only successful
No,
black men
I'm
are
not
athletes,
saying that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying they are considered to be successful, right?
and
Not
we've
yet.
already discussed that. We
Not
discussed
yet.
that
All
in
I'm
a previous
simply
show.
getting at is that you sit on the draft and you see the mama sitting there mad because here go Becky next time, all like we won. Becky, you ain't played for no football
listen,
registration.
But because when he couldn't make any
there
money
was-
in college, it was Becky who was giving him this,
but
that, and
he
the
could
other.
have got some food, some ramen noodles with Keisha. How
There
about
wasn't
that?
ramen noodles. He was
Yes,
trying to
he
go to
was.
Red Lobster.
Rashida didn't want him.
Whatever.
Rashida didn't want him.
Whatever.
Nah, Rashida ain't want him.
Whatever. He could have ate top ramen. He should have went to top, got that top ramen with Rashida.
All the
She could have threw
AKs
some
wouldn't
shrimp
have
in
it.
there, boop, and put little carrots,
wouldn't have
little
it.
frozen carrots in there.
he
little
wanted
frozen
Rashida,
peas.
but
It is what it is.
But Karen over here was like, "Hey,
is what it is.
how you doing?"
Do you
So
want some,
you were
want some
speaking about the
kale?
kids early in the family. What
Yeah,
happened?
man.
So let's celebrate the new kid that's coming into the world. Congratulations to Rihanna, her and ASAP Rocky.
Yeah,
Hey,
look,
hold on,
Rihanna
hold on,
finna
hold on.
I
have
have no
50
care
baby
about conversation
lines.
Wait.
whatsoever.
She finna have
Wait a
50
minute.
baby lines.
Listen,
She finna
man.
kill it.
I'm gonna let y'all know right now.
What?
Okay. I ain't happy with this right here.
Why?
I don't care. We was together.
In
Oh,
your
my bad,
mind.
my bad,
You can
my
still
bad.
be
We was
together in your
together.
mind.
No.
You can have that threesome.
I had a conversation. I told her, yeah. Nah,
You
but
heard
see, I wasn't
Drake.
there, though.
Yeah, right.
I had to talk to him
So
too.
why do y'all get so offended
You know?
at the fact that this lady is?
I'm not offended.
Well, she's like 30. What? How old is Rihanna? Like 30 something. Yeah. But not even that. You know that women in our
She's
minds,
just too
we
fine.
put this clock on ourselves. And how long do you want her to sit around and just not? Like, I'm proud of her for the
mean,
length
why-
of time. She done been with a couple of big wallets, some couple of bags, and she got her own bag too. So she's been, look, she could have
Yeah.
made some business arrangements, but I'm not
Hey,
mad
listen.
at her for that. I'm happy.
I'm
excited
happy
for
that
her.
ASAP,
Was able to like
Was
Stop
able
it.
to, able to go ahead and shoot that club up.
See, y'all some birds.
Yeah, everybody
Y'all
else
some
ain't get a
birds.
chance to shoot the club up.
Nah,
You know what I'm
look,
saying? He got past the security detail.
So, so how we feel about Drake throwing his shots out there?
Hey man, Drake just
You being a
heartbroken.
girl.
This is gonna be a hell of an
So-
album
so-
when he come back.
We
For
looking,
real.
So we,
I like
we
it when
looking
he
for
upset.
Marvin's room too.
Yeah.
He's still trying to find Marvin's room. How about that?
Damn.
Wow.
But go ahead.
Wow.
Yep, don't do Aubrey
Anywho.
like that. He's
I know.
in touch with his
Really?
feelings.
Damn.
I like Drake,
And
I
this
do,
is
but I
great-
think that
great for
sometimes
music.
that he be acting a little girly and he be trying
Yeah.
to be petty. But I think being petty is natural, and it is cool to me in a way.
But think about it though. Like there's been some pivotal guys that been with that woman. That woman is beautiful, but a lot of people have fucked up with her. And,
Hi, Rihanna.
you know what I'm saying? I'm next.
Hi, Rihanna.
yeah,
A lot of dudes. You got Chris Brown messed it up.
no. Why? Okay, so why we keep putting that situation just all on Chris Brown? Let's talk about that. Chris Brown messed it up.
He messed it up.
How? He was cheating, and she was an angry woman.
Yeah.
Because I believe, in all honesty, like ain't no man just come around here just slapping you
Rob.
up.
No.
Never go Eric
I
Benet.
think he took that phone. She took that phone.
No, you know what I really after looking
She's
after,
an island woman. You
Listen,
cheating
oh,
and you
yeah.
being
No,
disrespectful. I know
she-
she was
it
getting
was-
that.
she
I
was
think
whooping his
getting
ass
that
like
hand.
no,
Yeah,
she was whooping
I
his
think
ass while he
it
was
was
driving.
going vice versa.
Cause
So he lucky she didn't have a
went
sister because it
vice
would have been
versa.
Solange.
yeah, it would have. Oh man, Solange,
Oh, my gosh.
Solange karate kicked Jay-Z. You know he was. Yo, you gonna get your sister? Y'all don't know
It
what they
is
said
what
in the
it
in the in the
Yeah,
elevator.
we ain't get to see or hear what was said. We,
We know
know
it
some
was
words
said.
was
Yo,
said.
you gonna get her? Or
I got a
what?
curse put on me one
Nah.
time by a Jamaican chick I was dating. A curse.
Oh,
A
And
curse? Like, how did it come off? How did the curse come off?
yeah,
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
With your drawers buried in the back.
Right, we need to understand this. Get a little more context.
No, I'm telling you context. I told you another story. You can hear this shit. What the whole thing was?
Yeah,
Chick I met, a few dates, go to pick up her. The funny part is, that song that I did that you didn't like, the lyrics, it was the same 3-month period at that time,
Oh,
same time
okay.
frame. Yeah. So, go to pick her up. Her sister's there. Strong Jamaican island accent. She was cool. Go to inside the house. Her sister, I'm not joking. The first line her sister says is, "Like he look good."
Her hair look good?
No, he looks
He
good.
looks good.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear what she said.
What's he buying us? And I'm 22 years old.
Us.
So I snapped, bro. I'm like, nothing.
I ain't buying y'all.
No. I didn't say it out loud. I'm like, nothing. So we hung out, went, we got on the car, went just hanging out, went to the mall, come back. You buying us food? I had no problem buying food or whatever. The way she was acting made
Like
me say
she was
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was
So
acting like it was your
Entitled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
go back, drop them off.
You went and got them some food from the food court at
I
Tampa
ain't
Bay
buy
Mall?
nothing. I went that. No, for real.
Tampa Bay Mall.
Tampa Bay Mall. I went to Tampa Bay Mall.
Bourbon chicken.
No, I ain't buy nothing.
Oh, okay.
And dropped them off. While we're there, her sister's mad. Sister goes, and she has a strong island accent, but I caught some of the words. Basically, she was saying was, he got a small blah, 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 whatever, to her sister.
Yeah.
Sister defended me. I was doing
She
this-
had seen it?
Wait.
Hey, come on.
Hey,
Come on.
hey, this is before low T.
Yeah, before low T. Before low T.
Pre-low T.
I was-
Pre-low T.
Hey,
I got
Whip
you.
it right
This,
on out.
wait,
this
hold
is
on.
full force T.
Hold on. I was 22.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
There was overload T.
Overload T.
Yeah, overload T.
22 twos.
Hey, it was Pusha T.
Yeah.
So we're in the car. Her sister back in the background trying to do a slide disc.
Gotcha.
Something. He look small, blah blah whatever. Her sister defended me. I was scared. I'm like driving the car. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm waiting to see
she
what
goes,
you gonna say.
no, leave him alone. He's my man. He's my whatever. Dropped them off. Try to get some, of course. Leave.
Now, sister messed that up.
Last time seeing her. On the ride home. This happened for 2 weeks. On the ride home, it was in town and country.
2 weeks. Boy,
I'm
you
driving.
was putting in work. Go
No,
ahead.
but
he's saying this happened to him
I'm
for
saying
2
for the
weeks.
last time I saw
Yeah.
her, this happened for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm driving down Hillsborough, town and country, by the airport, going down. Got a little cough. Had to pull the car over. Can't. Spit. All right, one time, no big deal. Every day for 2 weeks. I'm on 275.
That sounds like voodoo.
That sounds like voodoo.
Dude, she got me. Now I don't believe in that spiritual whatever. In this situation right here, and Yetta's big on that stuff. She goes,
She
yeah,
put
she
it.
put something on you.
It's real.
She put something on it, bro. She put something. Sit up. Wait.
Yo. Man, that movie was crazy.
But anyway.
Yeah, but that messed me up. And she a black too.
So can I ask y'all this?
She a black Shannon.
Whatever. So we talked earlier about these threesomes. I'm gonna ask you this question. So on Power Book 2, Drew, the cousin Drew, he plays a gay character, but in real life he's
Drew
he has
is
a
Mary
wife.
J. Blige's son.
On the show.
One of
on
the
the
sons.
show. So he plays a gay character on TV, but in real life he has a whole woman. How do you feel about those characters? Because while he's playing a character,
Is he kissing a guy?
Yes.
yeah, he's kissing.
I think.
Yeah, he is.
My personal opinion is, I'm not judging nobody.
No, no, that's me. I'm just asking a question.
No, and I'm answering. You're bi.
Oh wow.
Because to me, there's no way I can't speak for women. There's no straight guy. You're like, okay, action. All right, you're an actor. We're actors. We're friends. We're cool with each other. I got mints in my mouth. Okay, action.
But
go.
Now you don't ever see them like tonguing each other down. It's always more of a kiss, like a.
No, this is.
Wait. That no.
Yeah.
That
It's a lip press. It's not more.
The reason I say that,
It's not
I film,
his,
right?
His mouth, their mouths are. If you ever catch their scenes, it's never like
There's
open.
never open
and
mouth kiss.
Right.
it's
Okay,
just like it gives the way the angle
For,
of the camera
now,
is. It
now
gives you an
you're thinking about
Yeah.
you're thinking about doing it just to do it. He's doing it for a bag.
No,
He's getting paid.
But there is.
It's his job.
There is a difference in the kiss.
No, he's never done any open mouth kisses. There might have been some kisses on the chest, the neck, the shoulders.
Yeah.
as an actor,
Insinuation.
I'm not an actor. As an actor, I could see. Okay, just a peck, bro. Maybe I'm doing maybe, but I've seen actors do the whole like, I'm not gay, but I'm doing the scene, and you, sir, maybe you watch Singing on TV shows. You will see the whole kiss and open mouth, and you're like, bro, you ain't acting that. They ain't that much acting in the goddamn world, bro.
So put it like
I'm
this.
just
I can
asking.
say,
Watch
I can
P
say,
Valley?
I can.
Yes.
Hold on.
What's
so-
that? Wait, what's that?
Yeah, you ever watch P
that
Valley
show
on
on
Stars?
Stars.
Yeah,
There's
the
a
rapper.
total
It's a whole
difference.
different scene.
So
But he
look
had
at it
a
like this: the
girlfriend,
way
too.
Drew goes through his scenes on Power Book 2. Think about
talk
watching
about that?
Empire.
Uh-huh.
How my man used to act on there. How
Right.
Jesse Smoley was acting on there.
But he
Right.
was gay.
He's gay.
Yeah.
You could honestly tell that.
Right.
Before
But
that even came
but
out.
I can tell you that when I first started watching Power Book 2, this dude would have convinced me that he was gay. I didn't know he had a wife and was married.
That don't mean shit.
So he was
But
doing
not-
a great job.
Exactly.
But it wasn't.
Yeah.
But even when I look back at his scenes, sometimes it looked like it's kind of like, oh, I guess like it looked forced in some scenes to me. And I know he was ready to get past the whole first, because every book of Power or just Power in general, they go through a season of when them people dating, they almost naked every time you turn around.
Right.
And so that's why even who played Angela, the lady, what's her name, Maya, whatever her name is.
Elsa from L7.
Yeah,
L7.
she was saying that she was always
Oh,
so
the Italian-
tired.
the Italian
Yeah, she
chick.
said I was so tired of all the sex scenes with Jamie. Well, with
Layla Loran.
Yeah,
She is not attractive.
she was just saying that she was tired of all of that. So some of that acting is really tough.
That's why I went
So
away.
when I look at Power Book 2, they're doing the same thing, but in this season, Drew is not doing as much naked stuff. It's more of like, oh,
That's
I'm
the-
so
that's-
glad to see you.
that's more
and
character
kiss him
building.
on the cheek, like yeah. So for me, I don't know if I would feel anyway, knowing that it wasn't anything truly sexual. I mean,
As
he
a-
get in
as
the
a-
bag. It's his job.
As a filmmaker who done made like some films with some gay guys, like actual gay guys. That's
Wow,
totally.
really? We're going here with
different. Nah, no, I didn't do it. I'm the director, man. I'm
so
just
you
creating
was,
stuff.
how you was
Oh,
direct?
so
But
you were
go
just
ahead.
telling them
Tell
how to
them
do it.
put
Yeah, I'm just telling them what to do.
Hey,
Do
put your hand-
your thing.
Oh, okay.
You
Just
should.
do your thing.
Yeah.
That's my
Whatever that
thing.
is.
Wait, here you go. Action. Okay, all right. That's all you got.
Like
That's all you got?
I work with a guy. These two dudes. They
You
were
better
gay.
gag on that shit. man.
So in my casting, I'm trying to get people who are comfortable in that realm.
Right.
I don't want
You
to
and
put
Tony? Steadier. You and Tony?
Tony Sante.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steadier.
Yeah, I've been in the
I'm gonna call
Play
Tony
with
out.
him.
I'm gonna call Tony out right now. That's my boy.
Why you say that man name
I'm
all on here
messing-
like
I'm
that?
joking.
That's my
I'm
dog.
joking. I'm joking.
Oh well.
so
Cut it out.
But like doing those film scenes, you try to get people who are comfortable in that, right?
Gotcha.
They're
Like-
gonna read the script ahead of time and know.
Yeah, it's
They
in
do
there.
a table
Yeah.
reading
Yeah.
so they know what it is.
So you know what's coming, especially in the action notes. You already know what's coming. Like, are you comfortable?
Yeah.
Y'all too comfortable with that? But I normally would cast two gay guys so they would be comfortable.
But you
doing it.
can't in this atmosphere because they're supposed to be killers and drug dealers, so you can't.
You go to
move
Atlanta,
out
you
there
see all
saying,
that.
Let me find a gay drug dealer.
Yeah.
You can't do.
Shannon's like, in this scene, oh, Solomon, you're so great. You're the best thing ever. And Solomon's at the table doing this. Next page. I know.
That's exactly how the table where you go.
You got my book yet? What book is this? Next page. It's called the Book of Solomon.
Burn that shit. that would be my response. How about that? End scene.
Wrong table.
Hey,
Insane.
I haven't watched that show yet, man. But now y'all make me have to watch it.
So I didn't get the role.
I'm gonna have to watch it, man.
It's good.
It's a good
You'll
show.
enjoy it.
But they
Matter of
always
fact, they
doing
have
some more-
they have the season finales tonight, and also the series premiere of the next Power Book, which is Forge.
tomorrow, right?
Tommy.
No,
I'm
that's
gonna watch
tonight
this
as well.
Oh,
It's tonight. They come on
shit.
night. They drop at
Yeah.
12. They come on tomorrow for y'all, but if you have the app,
I
you
got
can
the
watch
app.
it. Oh, well then you
You
can
can watch it
at
at midnight tonight.
Okay, well,
Dude,
I'm be.
I
gotta
can't
be
watch
working
that
through
series
it.
without
See, so you
Patrick
get to see it
bro.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
I can't.
But it's still a good series. The
It's
writing,
a really good
I'll be
actor.
honest, the writing on this one is better than for me Raising
original.
Cain, because like I couldn't get with
Never
Raising
watched that. Never
Canaan.
watched that
Raising
either.
Canaan, I couldn't get with him. It took me a while to get into it.
Is it gonna
but
be
Courtney
another
seems like
season
she's
of
more
Raising
involved in
Kanan?
this. Yeah, they got to.
Sometime later this year, I think.
Yep.
So really quick,
How can they do
another show or upcoming show. There's a couple pictures or previews that are about this Netflix series. It's a comedy with Eddie Murphy and Nia Long,
No.
but a co-star in it
Really?
is Lauren London.
Really?
And there are a lot of pictures online now of Lauren London today, Nipsey Hussle's. And she is
Girlfriend.
getting a lot of criticism because she has gained a lot of weight since Nipsey's death. And people
Why are
are
people
being-
criticizing
people are
her?
going ham on
About
her.
what?
I will say this again.
She's
grief
still
looks.
fine.
My thing is grief looks
She's still gonna
different
be
to
fine.
people. Grief looks different.
I'm older in life, and I appreciate change. I'm not that naive teenager.
Y'all want her to
Yeah.
still be 20.
There's a
Nunu.
a person I follow on TikTok. I don't know who it is.
How
I'll
long ago is
send
that
you guys a
role?
link.
She's evolved.
And every day they post a thing of a morph from young to old of a star.
Oh yeah.
And you see it. Some people like Jasmine Bleeth. They post her picture from Baywatch.
I was gonna say who is
She,
that?
white girl from Baywatch, and she looks like crap now. But they morph it back to 20 years ago. Like, oh
Yeah.
snap! But she looks like a normal person that
Yeah.
age, whatever. These are normal people.
Yeah,
they
and I think people
age.
be stuck in the way
Yeah.
of what they look like
Yeah.
when they were playing.
If you watch
on
the same porn actress,
ATL
for 30
she's an
years.
adult.
Yeah.
She's had kids at this
Yeah.
point, and I don't expect her to still be this size. Not you
Oh,
can see
let
the
me
weight
see.
of her face. Who's to say that wasn't supposed to be what she did? Was to gain weight for the role? Because women do that. Because that's the biggest I've seen her, even in any movie.
In all actuality, though, that's not bad.
But my thing
She
is
looked
she
like she had a
could've-
lot of honey buns.
But
I
my
ain't
thing
gonna
is,
lie
she
about
could.
that.
but is that bad?
But how do
Bad
y'all
about
know it
it.
wasn't for the role that she had to do that?
Yeah,
They didn't
true.
want small Lauren London. They needed her to put on 10 to 15 pounds. How do y'all know that's not the case?
Yeah,
So
but-
I think people don't give it a chance to allow people to be able to do them.
I think people get into their
Feelings.
So, like,
visualization
these are
of, their,
some
of,
of
their,
the
of their fantasy world.
some of the posts that are coming from the picture.
Yeah.
What they saying?
So fine women really getting fat during this pandemic.
She's not fat though.
But I think people are
All
shallow.
it is her face. You
I
know.
just think people are shallow.
No, people.
That's shallow.
People watch the same movies and TV shows over and over again, and they're stuck on that look.
Right.
So
but
then,
So
reality
think about
hits.
it. You should be mad at Denzel getting fat. Just look at that.
He look
Like,
bad right now.
he look like
But
somebody's
his son-
granddaddy.
His son winning.
His son winning. Yeah, but
His son to push.
Look like he can play
Dad.
wide receiver?
Yeah, it's that like yo, dad, move.
yeah, Dad, I'm out of there.
But he's older. I don't expect him to look like
no.
Denzel back in, let's say, I want to say Pelican or Philadelphia, whatever it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Pelican Brief, whatever.
or
That's
or
fine.
training
The
days.
Blues.
Yeah.
I don't expect him to look like that at this point.
You
He's
don't.
aging.
But
He's
you don't.
older.
You don't see
That's
it.
the image that a lot of people have in their
Hold on. You don't see it until his son slides in.
I don't.
With the same mannerisms, and then you're like, oh.
But his son
And
ain't
then
time out pause.
Then you see Denzel.
His
you're
son
like,
still don't look as cute as Denzel used
you
to
saying
look
that right
even
now?
at age.
Come back with me in 2 years.
And maybe he will.
You saying it right
Yeah,
now?
John
Maybe
David.
he's into
John
it.
David gonna be the man in 2
His
years.
son.
He's a great actor. I like.
Oh,
John
he's
David.
killing
I
it.
do. I
He's
like
killing
him.
it.
He
But
gonna
he's come from that bread, like
Yeah.
that line. His mama was into theater in New York.
Yeah.
So although she wasn't on the big screen, she was on the main stage. So just
At-
understand that
at-
he's
at the
coming
end
from
of the
that,
day,
yeah. He's from that lineage.
Denzel to me is Michael Jordan of acting. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
He could do anything
Everything.
and
Yeah.
make it.
So
and
who's
you
the
don't
LeBron?
see him.
Who's the
You don't
LeBron
see
of acting?
who the
Okay,
LeBron?
we're not gonna get
Yeah.
into that because last episode we got carried away with this LeBron
Right now, it's
and
gonna be
Michael
Michael
Jordan.
B.
We're not doing
Jordan.
that.
It's
No,
gonna be
no,
him.
It's not. No, it's not.
It's gonna be him right now.
I think Jordan's overrated like a bitch, bro.
You think so?
Michael B.
Overrated.
Dog, I ain't gonna lie. He
No.
kind of can capture.
I think
he
Will
can
Smith's
capture whatever
overrated as an
role.
actor.
Well, Will Smith, that's
Will
a whole
is
nother breed.
overrated.
See,
See,
I-
hold on. I
Time.
think
I like
no,
Michael
seriously. When
B.
it comes to acting, I think what happens is you get caught up with their main roles, and right now, what we know Michael B. Jordan for is Creed.
right.
Yeah,
Let's-
but he killed
but,
it.
like,
at
Just
what you call
Mercy,
it, and,
He
yeah.
killed Creed.
But the movie where he played the lawyer, Just Mercy.
In Black Panther, the scene where he's in the museum and he goes,
Yes.
So how much this cost? All this? To me, that was terrible.
You crazy?
No.
He played
No.
Oh,
Listen.
Hold on.
If
The
you
dialogue on paper was great. To me, his delivery,
Nah.
he was overdoing. I'm like, I'm watching.
I liked it.
I'm
I'm
like,
sorry.
you're
He
overdoing
made
this
it-
right now,
it
bro.
was-
That was the
was-
one time
it
I
was
was
the-
rooting for the villain.
it
Like
was
I
the
was like,
character
yo.
I'm not saying
alone.
that. I'm saying his delivery of the lines. And trust me, I'm a nerd watching movies. I'm like, bro, I ain't feeling.
I can't agree with
that's
you.
the character's character coming out.
Yeah,
Like he's
'Cause-
playing.
but Creed, he killed Creed. Oh my God, he killed that.
He has,
Oh
he
my
has
God,
the
he killed that.
mannerisms of Apollo on that. Like it's like he studied that. He actually, but that's why I say he is possibly the closest thing to Denzel there is because he studied
Right
these
now,
roles.
right now, and he's
And
being
that's just
selective,
looking at
and he's
that.
also being very selective in the roles that he's taking. So
Right.
he's not
There's
taking on
somebody else,
every
I can't
single
remember his name
thing.
right now. The guy from what's the racist scary movie?
Racist.
P.O. did.
Oh,
Get out.
Yep. That actor.
Lakeith Stanfield.
That lead
Lakeith
actor.
Stansfield, the
Lakeith
one
Stanfield's
who-
good. Yeah, he's good.
And also the black actor from Aquaman, Black Manta.
Shoot,
He's
I
been in
don't
several
know
movies. I can't even think of his name right now.
can't
But
That
Lakeith
dude.
Stans, I would think he's good too, but I don't know.
I don't think I can put him
I'll
'cause
put
he's
on-
super-
I'll certain-
he's too
like
selective.
I couldn't put him like yeah he's
He's
really
too
selective.
selective.
He has to be playing like bio.
So can we
he
say
can
like
do-
all? I mean, when we say like Denzel, the greatest of all time when it comes
Yeah.
to acting.
Well,
Overall, if we say
outside of my man, the old man.
Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman.
Yeah,
We'll do the same
Morgan and
thing
Sidney
everybody knows.
Poitier.
That's how Solomon
That's-
started sounding like at the beginning of the show.
And
Sidney.
Morgan Freeman.
I'm showing my age right now. I don't care what Morgan does.
He always gonna be Joe.
No, no. Before
To me,
no.
he
Before
always
Joe.
gonna be Joe.
When I'm 7 years old, he was Easy Reader on
Oh,
Sesame
okay.
Street.
See, I don't
But
know
he
that.
has an amazing.
Go to
voice
YouTube,
like that.
type in Easy Reader,
Okay.
and he goes, Easy Reader, that's my name.
Mm.
And you see him Afro, it's Morgan Freeman. But he's 20 something years old, bro. I'm like,
Can we give some love to my man Don Cheadle?
I
I don't
like.
like Don,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
You don't like Don Cheadle?
I think Don.
Don cheated like 40. Damn. The look, though, I ain't gonna lie. His looks can kill.
Man, Don
I'd have
Cheadle, that's
whooped
my
your
man.
I don't think Don's a good actor, bro.
Wow.
Nah, I can't fuck with
I
Don.
like Don.
Don doesn't bring me in. He doesn't.
Nah, he don't.
Oh wow.
Now, maybe he's good on non-comic book movies. Maybe that's my problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, get
maybe
away
that's
from
your
the
problem.
Marvel.
Get away from
Get
the
away from the
Avengers
Avengers.
and
And
stuff like that.
Marvel.
Get away from that. And look at
What-
some
what
of
else
the
he
stuff.
played
he's
in?
doing.
Your boy, from Power, Empire. Lead actor.
Oh, Terrence Howard.
Yes.
They replaced him with.
No, but what I'm saying is, Terrence to me is a great actor. Great.
Great.
You
Great.
think so,
You use
man?
a lot of G's.
No, I'm saying G
Man,
3
man,
times.
he always
Great.
played the same
Go back
Because
and
man.
go back and
Because
watch.
you got to look at who we talking to.
He the same
was
person.
always a dude that wanted to say, "Whoop that trick."
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
just get over
He's the
it.
same
No.
person, man. He always played the same dude.
When I Get Married or The Best Man, all this,
Yeah.
go back and watch his character, how he
No, his
acts.
character is
Bro,
great.
he does that so.
He does really
Yeah.
good in his character roles, but he's also to me, I don't
It's
like
limited.
It's limited stuff that he's doing. Yeah,
I couldn't see him playing a successful businessman who was just straight
You
late.
can or you can't.
I can't.
No.
Nah.
He
He
always
always got
has
to
to have
be
that
crooked.
good
He has to
profile
be
to him.
criminal in some
He
some
had that
aspect,
draw,
in some
too.
element.
Okay.
Okay,
Gotta have
all
that
right,
draw.
all right. Damn.
Yeah.
Yup.
All right.
You know what? I'm open-minded. Y'all made a good
boss-
point.
But
My
plus,
boss
I ain't
man
like the fact that he
See,
thought
look,
he was
I would
too
have
big.
hired you for my NFL team.
You know
came
who
in
get-
and changed
you
my
know who-
mind.
Like he thought he was
You know
too
who
big to
gets-
do Iron Man again.
Yeah, but he wanted more money though.
Yeah, exactly.
He
was gonna get more money than-
Okay, so how y'all feel about Morris Chestnut, actor?
I like Morris, but
I
don't
think Morris
Morris
came
too-
out at
too
a
reserved.
time
well, it
because he
too
was
many
young.
In a pack.
No, he came out at a time where Boys in the Hood was such an impactful movie.
It took
Yeah.
people a while to shake that.
Right.
Yeah.
And then once he got into his own,
was
it
a
was
sex
like
symbol.
exactly.
The best,
And he's still a
The
sex
best
symbol.
scene-
Now, he got a black wife though.
the best scene that I like with him is Gabriel. I know, right? Gabriel Union. I forgot the movie, and they're on the bench sitting down.
Oh, you talking about
This
Hey,
is-
the
what-
liver
and,
of Sabeva?
yeah,
She goes,
sisters.
so what do you
No,
do?
sisters. Yeah.
Yeah, goes,
No,
what do you do?
No, four brothers.
Yeah,
Four brothers.
No,
The
the
brothers.
one with LL.
The
one with
brothers.
LL. I think LL. I think
It's
it
the
is.
liver from
The
evil.
liver.
Yeah, yeah.
You was right.
The scene where
That's
he
just saying
goes,
she had the sisters and
he goes, she goes, so what do you do? I'm a doctor. Right before
No,
she
no,
said,
that's brothers.
right before she said her line, I'm like, that sounds corny as shit. And she came back and goes, oh really? I'm a doctor. She said, I'm a doctor. Like, and he's like, yeah, like, so I guess my pants would have dropped when you said I'm a doctor. But the thing was, I'm sure it was all ad lib. The way he said it sounded so forced.
Yeah.
She came back, this Gabrielle Union. I'm like, okay, that was smooth. She came back and kind of called him out on that little line the way he did the shit.
Right.
I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's good.
It's the
That's-
brothers.
Yeah.
That's the name of it. That one.
How old is she? Like 60?
Who?
Gabrielle Union.
No, she
Nah,
like
she
don't age.
54, 50 something.
She 50?
Yeah, she
Bro, she don't
50 something,
age,
yeah.
bro.
God
Yeah,
damn.
she
no,
is.
Just bring
She
it.
like at least 9 or 10 years, 9 years
Bro,
older
she don't
than
age,
Dwayne.
bro. She don't
Like
age.
8 or she
Looking
like
like
9,
that.
8 or 9 years
She
older.
look like a
than-
real snack. God damn.
Yeah,
Is she considered, and me and you have this conversation, is she considered light skinned?
nah, no. No.
Gabrielle Union is 49 years old.
Oh, I thought she was 50 already. My
Okay.
bad.
No,
Leave me alone.
we had a whole debate about light skin,
Yeah,
but whatever.
it's definitely
Because
50.
Yeah.
her definition of light skin and mine, light skin is totally different. I'm like, Gabrielle is
Gotcha.
not light.
She's
light
not.
skin
She's
to me.
brown skin.
Yeah.
Like I don't think like she's
Nia
light.
Long is 51 years old.
Yeah, I knew Neil was definitely 50.
Are you light skinned?
I was in love with her. Still.
With the camera on.
So
Oh,
my
No,
last
dark.
topic that I wanted to jump on real quick and before
Titty Miss Teenage Team?
No, I ain't made the paper bag. I ain't made the paper bag skin tone yet. Yeah.
so we all know
I failed the paper
ex
bag
NBA
test.
player Kwame Brown.
Fuck him.
Kwame Brown came out and made a comment. There was a photo shoot that took place with, I can't say son, daughter, Dwayne Wade's child, Zaya,
Bro.
wearing a Kobe Bryant jersey as a dress. And Kwame Brown came out and said that was disrespectful of Dwayne Wade to Kobe
Why?
Bryant to allow him to disrespect that jersey in that manner.
I got this
Kwame
one, bro.
Brown has no space to talk.
I got this. You go ahead,
Really,
I got
he
this.
has no place to talk. I'm. My thing is, why you even commenting on this man's child?
Oh, I know
Because
why.
when I tell you
I know why.
somebody talk
you
about
are,
Roy
bro.
out there, we gonna have all the smoke. It's not. My kids are off limits, and I don't care. Dwayne Wade to me has been the best dad
Ass
he can be
whooping city.
because kids grew up being in fear of being able to be whoever they are. They had to wait till they were adults. You know how many during the 80s, I'm sure there were millions of black boys, Spanish boys, whatever, leaving their homes to go try and take refuge with each other because of the simple fact that they weren't able to speak out and be who they were. So I'm not mad at Dwayne Wade. Now, do I think that a kid should be able to tell me how they're going to dress and do all that stuff at 10, 11, 12, 13? No, we ain't doing that.
No.
But I'm okay.
That ain't your business.
But that's not my business as a parent for him. That works for him and his household. And people, I'm sure they know that they're going to catch flag. But coming from an ex-teammate or an NBA player, someone that's been in the league, you should know better that them kids off limits. And I don't care what you say about it.
That was for clicks.
So,
Okay, my response to that one is,
yeah.
I thought Kwame at first with his whole YouTube channel and all the stuff he was doing was very, very organic. Now
You need clicks.
it's getting to the point right now where it's like
He need views.
you knew what you know what you're doing was going to get a response back.
Yeah.
You know. And I'm like, dude, it's not your business, bro.
Yeah.
It's not your now. If you're gonna say like, so hey, what's your opinion of this? Well, here's my opinion, and you give it. But when you start labeling your videos, you know what you're doing.
Clickbait.
Okay.
It's the
You know
clickbait
what
pack.
you're doing. Like, come on, bro. I'm like, I have no respect for this dude whatsoever. And a few guys that he's gone at where he's like, Stephen A. Smith. He's like, I'm gonna talk about Stephen A. Smith. Well, just saying that on your title, people click on it.
To see what's
Yeah,
going
to see
on.
what it is.
Yeah. And you go, well, I heard he's messing around with Molly Karam. Which I ain't heard shit about that except for one article said that shit.
I don't even care.
Yeah.
Like, he grown. That
I
ain't my
agree.
business.
I agree, but he gonna do that for his clickbait for his show.
But Stephen A. Smith ain't married, and neither is she.
No, that's their business.
So they can do what they want to do.
She's not officially divorced yet.
Well, they not together, and Jalen made it known that they ain't been together for over a year. Ain't lived together in over a year. So,
And I ain't gonna front.
take how you want to.
I'm buzzing right now. Molly ain't all that.
No, she ain't.
She
She cute though. She's pretty.
She look like
That's
my
the work.
first
That's the
girlfriend.
work husband.
Yeah.
She like my first girlfriend.
I mean, Stephen A. and Molly. That's the work husband. You know.
Yeah.
So I
All
love
fair.
bias.
All fair.
And to tell the way he addressing her. Hold on, Molly. I'm not saying it like that. Molly.
Exactly. But going back to the whole Dwayne Wade thing, you a father of sons and daughters. It's one thing your son goes and throws on a Kobe Bryant jersey with some jeans and what have you, his shoes, and goes off on the bus. Another thing for your daughter to wear it with some tights underneath or what have you.
Or the shorts, because that's what the little girls in, the little booty shorts, the little
But
cheeky.
Wanna
for
hold the
your
cheeks out.
son,
Little cheeks
for
out.
your son to come take a Kobe Bryant jersey, cut one strap off and sew it underneath, and then wear booty shorts
It'll
with
be-
some high boots.
And how old is he?
Because that little boy.
At the most,
I
he's
mean, 'cause
11, 12.
Yeah, he's 12. She's 12 or whatever. Him, her, she.
The
man,
child is
sir,
12.
I don't know. Yeah,
All
the
right,
kid
so-
is 12.
So
Maybe.
what
13
works
at
for
best.
them
doesn't work. Yeah.
would not work for me.
Right.
I wouldn't shun my kid, but there are certain things that I'm gonna say like, all right, listen,
That's not our house.
I feel you. You this is where you at. Okay, cool. Can we come to a happy
Compromise.
medium? Let's not do that. When you grown, you can do all this however you want to be, whatever you want to be. You can dress how you want.
But as long as
But
you're
as
in my
long
house.
as you here and I'm paying these bills and stuff,
Yeah.
you need to dress this way.
Like, we're gonna dress.
I'm not going to tell you who to date or none of that stuff, but please just conduct yourself this way until you leave.
But like he said, as
But
a
I
little
won't feel
kid,
like it's
He said as
disrespectful
a
if you
child,
use
he acknowledged, he knew immediately like that he just wasn't the same kid like his other son. And as parents, you can see different signs and stuff. Like right now, I have the most girliest girl ever in life. Solomon got we had pedicures today. My baby was like, "Oh, thank you, Daddy." Like, she sound like a slave almost. I want to say, "Shut up, girl." She's talking about something. "Thank you, Daddy, so much. Oh, my nails and toes look so pretty." "Yes, master." I want to say,
Yes,
"Shut up." That's how she sound. But she was just really appreciative. She appreciates those things that look super girly to her, and I like that about her because that's just who she is.
That's almost like y'all like these kids like tight pants.
Yeah.
Realize today, because my son likes tight pants, he got on some of his sister's old pants.
Ah!
And I'm just gonna keep it funky with you. So we playing ball. He shooting the ball.
That's
bro,
little.
he balling. And I realized, wait a minute, I see the little, girl pants had a little loop.
Yeah.
On
in
the
front.
pockets.
Yeah, in the pockets because they give him an extra inside pocket for us. Yeah.
I said, hey, hold on.
Look, you fashionable, Dad. You knew.
Wait a minute. Hey, man, let me holler at you.
Right.
You know the tight pants, the shoes, they fit. Why the hell you got these pants on? Mm-hmm. Oh, they just fit me. Dog. Then I hit them with the dog. These girl pants.
Yes.
You don't know that? Yeah, they used to be TT pants. These kids don't give a shit.
They don't care. But that's the culture they're growing up. They're growing up in a more open environment. I don't know if it's healthy for everybody because the fact that you want to force that on us to say, okay, we clearly see this a boy, but we got to call him a girl because that's what they identify as. And when you have to start putting on email, he is her, like it goes to she, him. That's a lot. It is. It is.
It's a lot put on them, but I have one question though. let's just say they're open-minded to seeing all this stuff on TV in person and bisexualness and all this stuff.
I don't care.
You can't change who they are.
I'm not trying
So-
to.
No, not you. I
Yeah.
mean society. Like you can't. If they see a guy, you gonna turn my son gay. If he don't like penis, he ain't gonna like penis.
Right.
Now, what may happen is he may try it.
Yeah.
They find out I don't like it. Then
And then
from
be
there,
done.
you know what I'm saying? But you
But if they
can't.
try to date and they gay.
That's another show.
Okay, we're gonna shut up. Okay, I
another
just
show,
want
bro.
to ask, but
Another
anyway,
show.
go ahead.
That's another show. You messed up my whole train of thought right now, bro. You.
How the hell you say yo?
It's the same thing with it's a train and.
There's a story like, yeah, I've tried some dick before, you know.
Hey,
I ain't like it.
No. Hey, no. Wait. You with your girl? You just met her. You having drinks, opening up. You know, like I was with a girl one time. Well, I got drunk one time, and I tried sucking a dick. And
Whoa. That's gonna get you disqualified right off the bat.
Yeah.
That's gonna get you disqualified.
So, but
in your girl chat, if homeboy goes, I'm straight, and one of your girlfriends has been with a girl one time, what an experiment, or whatever, and he goes, I tried it with a guy one time. Is that a red flag?
Say that again.
wait. So for me, I like it depends. Like it probably wouldn't. I'll be like, girl, okay. Well, that's what if you accept that, that's okay.
No.
You said
Girl
for me-
chat.
Oh, in the girl
for all
chat.
the females.
We would just put the little red flag emoji, just boom, boom, boom. Like, is he going back? Like, what's the conversation? You going back? Is he doubling? Like, what is his life like? So it depends, man.
But it was Tom
But
Brady.
I will put that red
But
flag.
it was Tom Brady.
He
It's Tom Brady.
He gonna get a big red flag and a stop sign.
It was Tom Brady, though.
It was Tom Brady.
It don't matter. The red flag is a red flag.
But Tom, though.
I don't got rose
TB12.
colored glasses. It is what it is.
I'm just saying.
Some
No,
people
no, no.
overlook red
Does
flag.
Godwin get his 12 back?
No.
No,
Stay
he
at 14.
shouldn't.
Stay at 14.
He shouldn't.
Stay at
Just
14.
ask just a question.
Stay at
But
14,
anyhow.
son.
So what we're gonna do is real quick because there is no show next week. We're taking a little vacation, getting out of the city for a minute.
Little love, Jones.
Once
Where y'all going? Where y'all
Once-
going?
Love Jones.
I get
Grown
moved
folks
out.
business, man.
Once I get moved, we're gonna figure out a couple two conversations. But right now, I've been going through my stress the last 3 or 4 months, bro. Stress out, man. And I'm old now.
Yeah, you just realized that today
Oh,
because
I
today
know.
the
The
birthday.
tea getting
The
lower
tea's
by the
getting
day.
Whatever.
First of all,
It
But
should be
happy
up now. You
birthday,
get this-
Red.
first of all,
Reggie.
I started my shots, and number 2, I started therapy on my knee on Monday.
Man, when
There
you
you
put
go.
your knee up on that X-ray, your knees was big. I was like, this is the biggest X-ray I've ever seen. This is what is he sharing?
No, but here's the messed up part. I thought the guy was gonna say like, "Yeah, bro, you arthritis, you got this."
No.
They found nothing.
Your bones look pretty good
They, how you know?
because I had bones
'Cause
first, so I could.
she played a doctor on TV.
No. I
I
mean,
stayed at a Holiday Inn last night.
You can read those X-rays.
I mean, as far as X-rays, you see X-rays like
I've seen because I've broken bones, and we had a kid who did it. So whenever I'm in there, I always ask all kind of questions like, "How do you see the healthy? What is this?"
Oh, I know how to read them.
You know, like my kid had because she was growing so fast. They did a bone age hand, and you could tell how old somebody's bones are or the age of their body by their hands. So they can look at it, and they were telling us, and that's how I learned. But I
Yeah.
could see her knees. I was like, he had nothing around his
I was
bones. Like,
hoping
he
to
was
see
good.
something, and I said, arthritis. He goes, bro. Doctor, he goes, man, you got nothing to worry about. You got like the small.
You
like,
got
for-
some Meg Thee
He said
Stallion
for
knees
your
over-
age, it don't mean nothing. I said, what? So how come I can't bend? He couldn't give me an answer. He's like,
But that's flexibility stuff like that.
no.
Yeah, he ain't practicing the TB12 method. That pliability, man.
I
Man,
agree. I
okay,
agree.
let me
I
wrap
agree
this
with you,
up
bro.
right now. Okay, yeah,
TV12 plus the Book of Solomon together.
that's why your body
Facts
grows
of
well
life.
now.
You win.
You win.
bro.
You win.
He retiring, but
So,
go ahead.
so real quick, since we're not gonna be here next week, let's go around the table. I got Cincinnati.
In the
yeah,
bowl?
I'm rocking
Super
with
Bowl.
Cincinnati. I'm still rocking with Cincinnati.
The Rams are the chosen team.
Yes.
You know why I don't want
By
the
the
Rams?
NFL.
Look, you know why I don't want the Rams? Because I wanted us to be the only team. Like, it took 50 years for a team to finally hold.
We're going to do it back to
Yeah,
back.
we ain't doing this. This is not Drake.
And then theirs gonna be a little bit better because they're gonna be like, we had the conference championship game and the Super Bowl.
And I know Surge wanted the
yeah.
Rams to prove Odell right and Baker was wrong.
That's right. And the quarterback deserves it, man.
Let's
Matt Stafford deserves it.
No, the city of
I
Cincinnati.
look at it-
Look, the
No.
city of Cincinnati, the state of Ohio deserves that.
They've been to the Super Bowl, and they're not from Ohio. They're in
Look,
Kentucky.
they Cincinnati.
this,
Despite popular
This is my
belief,
thought.
New York ain't either.
exactly.
it won't be the same because we was actually the home team.
Yeah,
last
and that's
time.
what I have to.
And they will be the away team
Yeah.
this year in their own house.
Yeah.
So they won't be the same.
Episode of the final picks of 2020.
Yeah, and we'll give up everything next week. I'm
Yeah,
going.
I'm going
Cincinnati.
I want Cincinnati to win because I honestly want to see Joe Burrow
Yeah,
get something because he cool.
yeah.
And I feel like he might be
Joey B might be the next.
he might be next, but really and truly, he'll have to fight that battle again with Mahomes because what I saw watching that game back, it's a lot of stuff that he could have did to win that game, and I'm starting to think like
They
after
gave it
hearing
away.
these $100,000
I said this.
things,
I said this 2 years
I'm
ago.
starting to think
Mahomes is feeling himself. He ain't overrated,
no, he's not over,
but he's feeling himself too much. So he's doing all the. And what Brady does is let me not mess this up.
right.
Mahomes is like big
Risk
big play. I can make this. I got this behind my back, off my
Yeah.
foot, and like, bro, no, be safe.
Yeah.
Be safe.
yeah.
Well, I'm
And
rocking with Cincy.
So
I
the,
think
I mean,
Joe Burrow showed me.
Joey B.
He showed me that he's poised,
And
They ain't
And
even
he
the best
can
team in the
that damn
division.
necklace he got.
and they're not, and
You
they
know
can
what?
think.
Baltimore is.
He can think.
So
And-
what's the best
and they-
team in that
he
division?
showed me-
Browns.
the Browns.
He showed
bro.
me something.
Mr. Quarterback, bro. He's missing the quarterback.
He showed me something, so I feel like they might be the team to beat.
So
We own them. I don't care.
Well, they,
Okay, I got a
they
question
winning
for
right
this,
now.
the round table, real quick. Who's going to have a better record next year? The Cleveland Browns or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Buccaneers.
Bucks.
Browns.
The Bucks.
Browns. We still got a team.
Bucks.
We
Do
definitely
you?
Whoa, hold on, wait,
Do
hold
We
on.
still got running backs.
Dude,
Y'all have
do
running
you?
backs this year.
It's a
And they're gonna be
passing
running
league,
back to
sir.
the couch
reminding
watching
me.
the
Y'all
game.
know where we going?
To the ship.
Nah.
Listen,
We going back.
We're gonna get
We're
it.
gonna have a mobile quarterback, brother. I can tell you that much.
Okay. All these GMs in here.
listen. I just think that this team is still intact. They are still just missing what they were 2 years ago, which was a quarterback. We filled that plug. You got 3 quarterbacks out there right now that can come in and be plug and play.
So who?
Aaron Rodgers,
No.
Russell Wilson,
No.
Deshaun
I got a
Watson.
question though.
They gonna give
Why
your boy Jimmy
not
G.
give Trask the shot?
Because you have a window right now that you can win in, and you cannot waste that window by
Trying to
starting
do
with a
learning,
first-year starter.
rebuild. Yeah,
I got you.
I got you. I'm with you on that one. Okay.
You got a good point there, GM Soft.
Hey, Book of Solomon, read it.
Oh Lord.
So really, why you lording me?
Go ahead, man.
Really quick, I want to give a shout out. Somebody's been a past guest on the show, Miss Tiffany Davis. Tiffany owns a restaurant in Lake Wales, Florida called Wales Point. Every Tuesday, every first and third Tuesday, she has a game night at Wales Point, which, I've seen a couple pictures. I haven't been there,
I need to
but,
go.
I think about we're
That's
going to shoot
during the
up.
week.
Exactly. But, shout out to Tiffany and what she's doing over
You got
at
pool
Absolutely.
tables
Wales
in
Point.
that thing?
What's that?
You got pool tables there?
She doesn't have a pool table. You should get with her, though. I mean, you might be able to perform there. She has live music going on.
You sang live?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you was gonna be there. Okay.
Give me a band.
You didn't see him?
I be seeing him do a lot of stuff, but he don't be singing when he be
Next
on
week,
there.
Rob gonna be on I Can See Your Voice.
Rob would be good. Huh? He would do
I'll
that.
be too
you
good.
watch that? I see your voice
Nah, you
because
see
you
it,
have
yeah.
to fake like you be lip syncing a song, and then they have to see if they can see your voice and guess right or wrong. If they get it wrong and you can sing, they lose money.
Oh, really? That
It's a
sound
good
like
show.
an
I Can See Your Voice.
I
It's
can
on,
actually sing. So.
it's on Fox.
Yeah.
Check it out. Check it
I'ma
out.
Check it out.
On Wednesday nights.
Oh,
It's not.
can I
It's
get a
hilarious.
shameless plug?
Go ahead.
2/22/22, my album comes out.
Oh, that's what's
let's
up. What's your album called?
BIFA, Before
What
It
kind of
Fell
music, bro?
Apart.
Oh wow.
R&B.
Okay, you sing.
Yeah.
All right.
Drop something on us real quick.
No, man, no, we ain't doing that.
Okay.
Drake.
Oh wait. You
Buccaneer,
you
Buccaneer.
cool with Just Henry?
No. We know each other, but
Clear
it's not like that.
dictionary.
Yeah. Nah.
Okay.
I ain't
Okay,
into,
y'all
I
can
ain't
have
into,
this
like,
get together
Tampa.
meeting afterwards.
My
But
bad, my bad.
I'm
hit
the
this up
Lone
22222.
222.
Rob album drop, the Church Sinatra. You heard it.
Yeah, Church Sinatra.
What's
You
the
gonna be in
title
room
of it?
Ghetto
222?
philosopher. Huh?
Gonna be in room
222.
222?
Yeah. 222.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Hey, yo, on
I
some,
should have sampled that too, man. Now that you think
yo,
of it.
and so on real-ish, my mixtape and my vodka gonna drop
Talk to him.
2024.
Tomorrow.
2024. It's called Low T.
Low T.
Okay.
224, 24?
It's
Yeah,
gonna come in a
2024,
can.
bro.
Oh, man.
It's
2024.
coming in a can.
No.
It's like it sounds like a malt liquor. It's what it is.
He says it can.
Yeah.
Hey, while she tripping over there on you, she'll tell you her new drink is a Long Island iced tea out of a can.
Called mixed.
Really?
The
It's
problem,
lit
from,
too.
From Nicki Minaj?
I don't know. It's called mixed or something. It's,
Nah, it's
nah,
like
it's
one
a-
of
problem-
them Mike's Hard Lemonade.
the
or
problem that
something
Shannon
like
has
that.
is she can't see the future because there's an open market for the canned drinks now. It's an open market.
Okay.
Okay. And first of all, that's not your market,
Oh, you
but there's an
right.
open market for it.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, because she told me she don't drink nothing under Cristal.
Whatever.
Bars.
Anywho, wrap it up, baby.
She said she don't drink nothing under Cristal. That's why we packed the refrigerator with Zephyr Hills.
My husband, he laughing, but he look now he done got so sedity, so high culture, high cotton. I like to call him. He high cotton. He won't even drink
High
no regular
value.
water.
High
You high
value.
cotton. But anyways, on that note, this is our first episode for Black History Month.
You have a Black History moment you like to share?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
In this moment, when I did my vows, no, I'm joking. Anywho, I don't have any Black History moments I like to share. I kind of usually drop those nuggets, but I used to do like the little Black History rainbows coming up, so pretty good at it. But anyway, no, I
Well, if you don't have one, I got one.
go ahead.
So for Black History Month, February 14th, 2011 was the first time Shannon got swept off her feet by a black man, and she hasn't turned back since.
By a black man,
By
I was
a
dating
black
like
man.
boy.
You was dating, but never swept off your feet.
I was swept off
Yeah.
my feet.
This moment in Black History was brought to you by the one-man army, Solomon Davis.
Happy birthday, Reginald Gray.
Whatever. Happy
Birthday,
birthday, Reggie.
Reg. Low T.
Yeah, we'll catch y'all the week after.
Yeah, we
way
off
y'all
next
see
week.
it,
Next
remember
week
that.
for a
Low
little love
T. What up, Low
cation.
T?
Little love cation.
So by the time we get back, y'all all enjoy your Valentine's Day.
Oh, that means somebody gonna be pregnant.
Oh, who is somebody?
Maybe
you
Saul.
dropping,
Wishing that on you.
you dropping
Saul.
some babies?
I ain't been.
Oh, I'm
What Saul gonna have a
My-
baby at?
my
'Cause he
retire-
gonna have
my-
to be with their mama.
my baby making days is over. I'm retired.
Yeah, he is too.
That thing hanging up in the rafters, baby.
Yeah, his better hang wherever they at too, because ain't nobody having no babies. We ain't speaking that. But anyway,
Well,
y'all
me,
have a good one. We
me,
out.
me and my
Thank y'all.
girl going
His,
up
hers,
for
and ours.
Chinese food for my birthday tonight. So
Okay.
Yummy House.
Chinese food.
No, he going to the sushi Japanese and cuisine.
my coach mad at me right now because
Shrimp fried life.
my weight's not going down.
Cause you,
Shrimp fried lice.
Benny
yeah.
Hanna.
Oh, okay.
Trust me, I think he knows.
Okay.
'Cause he
gonna
texted me-
quit on you.
He texted me. He goes.
He gonna quit on you.
He texted me. He getting paid. He good. He texted me. He goes, bro, you're in a calorie deficit. So how are you gaining weight? I don't know.
It's muscle.
Damn. No, it is.
Okay. All right. Well, enjoy your birthday.
Episodes were brought to you by-
No fast
Enjoy your
food, no
birthday.
fried food, but the extra calories are coming from.
We could do this out there. He telling on himself. I don't need that man coming
Keep it
back
real.
watching this show.
Keep it real, son.
Okay. Well, here's hers and ours. We'll catch you.
We're out. See you
Shannon
in
Ray
2
Davis.
weeks.
Bye.